Sloth. Alexandra is here. Hello. Alexandra, always a pleasure. Benji, Martin, and Dave. Hello, Dave. Yeah, we're gonna do, I don't know how long this of a session. I already got rained on my way here. And it's gonna rain some more after an hour and a half. So somewhere around an hour and a half we're gonna do today. Let's see. And it's also good to take it a little bit slower, to reintegrate. Okay. Just gotta put the signs and we're good. How is everyone doing? Hey, vegan for them. I forgot Alexandra's folder. Nobody panic. Hello, Jennifer. Okay, we're 3 minutes early. Perfect. All set up. Tonight we're gonna have a conversation with Crystal, which is gonna be cool. Crystal is cool. I know Benji, I know you like Crystal. So I'm assuming you'll be there, Benji. Chip stream, sick brah. Sick brah. Hello, Dandelion Gun. Hello, Martin. I went to the gym today. Fuck yeah, it was so nice. I missed it. Magnus, hello. Magnus Selgostrom. Hey, you wanna have a conversation with me?
Gotta go to work. I'm so sorry, bro.
Sure, no worries. Oh, I need to shave also. My beard is too big. It's just kind of white. You guys want to have a conversation with me? Hey, are you okay being live on YouTube?
Live on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. You're Claire?
You want to come here? That's you. Yeah, for a little bit.
Okay.
What's your name?
Phil.
Phil, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
You doing, Chip? You alright?
I'm good. Where are you from, Phil?
Cornwall in England.
Cornwall in England?
Yeah.
I love it, love it. I'm actually going to go to England this weekend, so. But
Really?
only London, yeah. I have a friend there.
We live in London. I'm from Cornwall, but we do live in southwest London. Yeah.
Love it. So, I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. Do you think animals should have rights?
That's a tough question. I wasn't expecting that, Chip.
Sure.
Do animals deserve rights? Well, they never have done really in human history, but now,
Yeah.
in this day and age, I suppose animals should have rights, yeah.
And just to be clear, I'm not speaking about legal rights, but moral rights.
I'm a meat eater though, Chip. So,
Do you think that's contradictory to the idea of animals having rights?
yeah, yes,
It is,
by slaughtering animals.
Exactly.
That's completely against.
Yeah.
But as I said, animals. There's lots of different types of animals, isn't there? And like we've got a dog, so I think love the dog to bits.
But however, all the classifications of these animals are created by us, right? Because from their perspective, is there really a difference?
Is there a difference?
From their perspective?
Well, the thing is, when I have my roast lamb on a Sunday, I don't feel guilty. However, if someone murdered the dog to eat it, then I would be outraged.
But what's the difference between these two individuals that makes the difference?
Conditioned into eating tasty meat.
Yeah, it's just the conditioning.
Yeah.
But in reality, there's no difference between them that would justify the exploitation and slaughter, right?
I've never thought about that angle, Chip.
Yeah. Well, we have to think from their perspective a little bit, don't we? Like whenever we do an action and there's victims of that action, don't you think we have to understand the perspective of the victim also?
Yeah, but that's more of it's for humans. I look at all the.
But if it were dogs,
issues
you would want to look at their perspective, right? So it's not just for humans.
Human rights trump animal rights. Yeah, is that a fair
I'm not asking you.
Human rights. Like I would be very.
Hey, my family's rights trump human rights also, right? We all have a value system, but it's not about the extrinsic value that we place on individuals. It's about the intrinsic value that they have. Like essentially, you value your life, I
Yeah.
value my life,
Yeah.
and an animal values their life.
Okay.
So to them, it's everything. So for us to choose to take that away from them, we would need some form of great justification, not just
Yeah,
because we
yeah.
enjoy it, right?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I do take your point that animals do deserve more than I sort of credit them with when I eat them.
Do you think you
Yes.
need to eat them?
Yeah, because because it's a vegetarian diet, very, very bland. Because I've been conditioned to eat meat.
But that sounds like
yeah.
if you've been conditioned to eat only one thing, is that not the bland thing instead of the others? Because it just sounds like you're restricting yourself into one direction. And the problem isn't necessarily because you can get enjoyment and nutrition from other sources. The problem is the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter of these animals.
Yeah. Oh no, I get that. But when I've had plant-based alternatives, the sausages which are made, they're very nice.
Yeah, there you go. There are solutions,
And I thought,
right?
that's a burger or a sausage made without killing animals. But
Yeah.
you've got a lot of work to do, Jim, because like the whole, you would have more and more people would need to become vegetarian, wouldn't they? More and more, like your
And vegan, not vegetarian.
Your
because
message.
for
To be
milk.
honest with you, I don't know the difference.
That's okay.
I am so
That's fine. So vegetarian
miles away from
Vegetarian is a diet where they just don't eat animals.
Okay.
Veganism is a moral principle of respecting animals' rights. It's like veganism is to animals what feminism is to women. It
Right.
means respecting their rights.
Okay.
And as a consequence, you're not going to force them into slaughterhouses because you don't need to.
And as a vegan, what you don't drink milk?
None of
So
it. We don't use
because
any
cows
animals.
are bred to just to.
Well, they're sexually
Make milk.
exploited to make milk, yeah, because they have to have a baby to produce milk.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
farmers
okay.
impregnate them.
Yeah.
They take away their babies. They kill their babies, and then they take their milk.
Yeah.
And when they can no longer produce milk, they kill them also.
When you put it like that, Chip, it's horrible.
It is
It's
fucking
saucy.
horrible.
It's horrible.
It's horrible,
It's
yeah.
outrageous.
Yeah.
But I'll probably have milk in my coffee.
And
tomorrow.
all of it is why. All of it is why because
why? Because I'm conditioned.
But do you want to? Because
Yeah.
what kind of person are you? Like, if you ask yourself, if you were born during slavery times, would you have been a person
Yeah,
who
yeah,
would
yeah.
have just been, well, I'm conditioned to support slavery because that's what I grew up with, or would you have been a person
People
who
did,
stood
didn't
that?
they? Yeah, people did. But
Yeah, but who
thankfully,
are you?
But from a later generation, because 200 years ago, that would have been like you would have like in my country in the UK in America, like
Yeah.
the like sort of slavery was the way it was. Thankfully, over time, we've
Because of people like me who stood up for these
yeah.
injustices.
No,
Like,
yeah.
But you are resisting right now, and I'm curious because
Yeah,
why are you
yeah.
resisting this idea? Because you can get food satisfaction, you can get nutrition from all of it.
Mm.
Like, why resist this idea of change when you can discover a whole new world of
Plant-based.
taste?
Yeah, I know the sausages and like
It might be healthier for
the
you. I don't know
meat-based
how old are you,
alternatives.
but you know, heart disease. Heart disease is the number one killer
Yeah,
worldwide,
yeah,
and
yeah,
saturated
yeah.
fat, which is prevalent in animal
Yeah.
products.
You
is
have
a
made me think,
correlation.
Chip. You have made me
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
What will we have for dinner tonight, Claire? We'll probably have a steak though.
But you're here in
'Cause
Amsterdam, right?
Yeah.
Why not
yeah.
try one of the vegan restaurants? They're better. They're the best here.
I wouldn't know because I've never looked out a vegan restaurant though.
Yeah. Every restaurant here has a
cheese,
vegan option.
milk and cheese. It's so delicious though. Chip.
Yeah,
That's
but
the-
you're supporting the rape and killing of babies.
yeah, but when you're having a piece of cheese, that doesn't really cross my mind because I've never.
I get it,
Given it
but you
much
know
thought.
now. I
Yeah,
understand
yeah,
why
Chip,
you
you're
did it
right.
in the past, but you know
Yes,
now,
yes,
right?
yeah,
Like
I do.
maybe you weren't like
do.
obviously you could have put a veil of ignorance behind because you didn't know about it.
Yeah.
But you can't do that going forward because you know what you're paying.
I
for.
do. I'll be very guilty.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? Do you just want to support this ignorance, or do you want to stop?
I'll probably carry on eating meat chips. Sorry.
Yeah, well, it's not. You don't
to
have to
apologise.
apologize to me. You have to apologize to the innocent animals. Or
Yeah.
do you know how
Yeah.
many animals you exploit and kill each year?
Oh, I dread to think.
At least 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a roast chicken. I do feel for the poor old chickens because they're sold for such a tiny amount, I don't know, €5 or €6. How on earth can you?
What if you
Bring
were
the
in their
chicken.
position?
Oh,
There was somebody who was more
Oh
powerful
my
than
words!
you.
It'd be
I mean, we
horrible.
live in a world right
Yeah,
now
yeah,
where
yeah.
we're seeing fascism on the rise, and it's only because of this mentality that we've been doing it for a long time. If we have the power, we should be able to do it. And this mentality is prevalent also in this type of behavior, where
Yeah,
we're saying,
yeah.
well, they're
Yeah,
different
yeah.
from me. I don't need to have
Yeah,
empathy.
yeah.
I don't feel for them, therefore it's okay for me to kill them.
Because all my thoughts would like to do with human rights rather than animal rights. Honestly, the animal rights is never really crossed my mind to the extent that I think I want.
Yeah, but
Let's
we're
go
all
to a
animals at
vegan
the end of the day, right?
restaurant. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
How about we do this? I give you a card. and
Yeah.
you document yourself a little bit about the practices. And until you do that, you just consume plant-based products. Do you think you can do that? Maybe you can watch the video tonight. It's a video.
It's a video.
Yeah.
Yeah. My phone doesn't work over here, but you give me a card.
Come
When I
on.
get back to the UK, it doesn't. My work phone doesn't work in abroad. So I'll watch it when I get back.
Come on. Treat animals with compassion and fairness.
Chip, it's been really
You're not a
interesting speaking to
violent
you, mate.
person, are you?
No.
Well, you're paying for violence. Don't support it, okay?
Chip, it's been really interesting
Watch
speaking
the
to you.
Minion.
Yeah. I'll put this in my pocket when I get back to the UK. I'll
Thank
watch
you.
it. Chip, soon to speak to you.
Watch it before you. I'm sure you have Wi-Fi in the hotel.
Oh yeah, I have Wi-Fi in the hotel. Yeah.
There you go. Have a good one. Cheers. Yeah. It was very much like, oh, I'm just gonna continue doing it. Whatever. I just want to see change from people. I think he was already aware of his own. Yeah. Yeah, it really got him thinking. I hope so. I feel like I just tried pushing a little bit more. I feel like if I had pushed too much on this person, he would have became a troll. He seems like that type of person. I don't know. It was okay. It wasn't the best conversation. Oh, we'll have better ones. It's okay. That's how we start, huh? You gotta do presentations in school. Yeah, I wish I could. Yeah, I want to do that. That would be cool. To do speeches and presentations in schools. The importance of critical thinking and in advocacy and in animal rights. The importance of respecting animal rights. You know, what I said in there, and I stand by it, this whole mentality of you should have told him where to go tonight and the folder. Yeah, Benji, unfortunately I forgot the folder today. Sorry. Yeah, I realized I forgot it when I came here. Because otherwise, yeah, the folder would have been a fucking good one. Yeah. He was not offensive at all. Yeah. Flex those big arms. I mean, I'm kind of dressed with 3 layers on me. Be sure that I'm not gonna get sick or something. It's not that cold, but I just wanted to be sure that I'm not gonna be cold. You guys want to have a conversation with me?
No, thanks.
Okay, have a good one. Presentations in schools is a great idea. Get the youth thinking. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, that's the thing about it, isn't it? Because even amongst the youth, if you get 20% of them thinking in the right direction, man, 20% is a lot. Maybe 10% would be a realistic number. 10% of them going into the right direction, thinking, planting more seeds. You can really build up a really good thing there, huh? But yeah. And as I was saying, I stand by that statement that I was talking to him. All this mentality of I don't have empathy towards them, therefore it's okay for me to do this to them. It's a mentality that a lot of people adopt today for justifying, the oppression that they're justifying even towards humans. I don't feel for them. Why? Because I don't know, they're part of a group that at some point I deemed as not nice or something weird. Like, I don't know if you guys ever seen. So the Guardian does have these videos from time to time. I never watch them really. I don't read a lot of news. I only get my news from Sky mostly, and the Guardian from time to time.
No, che
And they had this video of people from Israel asking them about Palestine, and all of them were just like, yeah, fuck them. I cannot have empathy for them because of what they did in October. And I'm like, man, but not everybody's guilty of that. I understand some assholes did that, and if you want to have some form of retribution towards them, that's okay, but not towards everyone. Not every single Palestinian was guilty of what happened in October. So, and the response is highly disproportionate of. Yeah, I mean, I guess the conflict is kind of done now, but still, that mentality of, yeah, Adam JS. No, Santa Claus is not. Anyway, just ask you some questions, get you to think a little bit.
Wait, there's a thing.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
No, you could, that's fine.
Okay. You want to come here so that you have you? What's your name?
Maria.
Yeah, of course, of course. I'm Chip. Nice to meet you, Maria.
No,
No
'cause
handshake?
I have a cold.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I actually recovered from a cold just a couple of days ago. Where are you from?
United States,
United States. Where from the US?
Florida.
Florida. Love it. Yeah, I've been to Miami. It was a lovely time. So I want to ask you: do you think oppression is ever justified?
That's a very heavy question.
Yeah. So
Because the answer that immediately comes to mind is no.
yeah.
But I'd have to think about it. There may be circumstances. I don't know.
So oppression means cruel or unjust treatment, or an exercise of authority. Do you think that an individual who has power should have the right to oppress an individual who doesn't have power?
Is that a trick question?
No, I got to be sure because there are people on this planet who think that having power means you have the right to do whatever you want.
Yeah, no, I don't think that.
No, okay, I appreciate that. So do you think that if the individual without power is maybe cognitively declined or unaware that they're being oppressed in some form or another, does that
The individual without power.
yeah, the individual without power, would oppressing them be okay because they don't realize it?
No.
No. Is oppression okay if they've been doing it their whole life or it's part of their tradition? The individual who's been doing it has been doing it their whole life or it's part of their tradition. Does that make oppression okay?
No.
Okay, no, I appreciate that. So I'm going to turn the wheels a little bit. So I ask all of these questions because there is an instance of oppression that we all, most humans participate in, and that is the oppression of animals.
I am like so with you. Okay, let's talk.
Yeah, do you think
Come
it's
on.
okay to oppress animals?
No, but I do eat meat.
But is that not a form of oppression?
Well, weren't we as animals eating meat like ever since?
You see why I ask?
but-
We've been doing
yeah,
it
but
for a long time.
Haven't we been doing it as a form of survival since we evolved from apes?
Yeah, but today it's no longer the case. Today we have alternatives and we no longer need to do this to them. And today we're in a situation where we bring into existence animals that have emotions, that feel pain, that think, that want to live with their life, that feel love and anxiety.
I agree with you.
And we bring them into existence only to kill them or to use them for their body, like to give milk or to give eggs. So I would say that's pretty bad and we shouldn't do it to them because, you know, if I were in that position and I wouldn't be smart enough to realize what somebody is doing to me, I wouldn't want them just to take advantage of me and
No,
worst
I
case
agree
scenario to
with
take
you.
my
I do
life.
have ambivalent feelings about
Yeah.
that. I mean, I don't think like having a chicken give you eggs. I mean, I don't think that's oppressive, or a cow give you milk. I don't think that's oppressive. But when you start talking about killing and the really atrocious ways in which we do that, that's more problematic, which I try not to think about as I'm eating my McDonald's hamburger.
But let me ask you this, because you said milk is not oppressive. But do you know why cows produce milk? Like, what's the
Why what?
biological reason that cow would produce milk?
For their young,
Exactly.
obviously,
So do you
yeah.
think that farmers impregnate them, or do you think they get pregnant when they want it, the cows?
I didn't even know they were impregnating them. I thought they just produced milk.
No, they impregnate them. So farmers have to impregnate them, and
In order for them to produce milk? Really?
Yeah.
No, see, I never knew that.
yeah,
I
a lot
just
of people.
thought-
I also didn't know it.
I
It's
just
insane.
thought they
isn't it?
produced
Yeah.
milk, but-
Yeah. So farmers impregnate them, and then when the babies are born, they separate them from their mothers. Do you know why they do that?
No, wouldn't they stop lactating if they separated them?
No, they allow them. They let them stay with their mother for 45 minutes or something like that, so that the cow produces milk. Then they separate the baby because if the baby stays with the mother, the baby will drink too much milk. So the farmer have to control that. If the baby is born male, what do you think happens to them?
I don't know.
They get
They kill them.
they kill. But,
Yeah.
we gotta go more.
Oh, we gotta go.
And if
I'm
let me
sorry.
just tell you this, and I'll let you go. If the baby is born female, they suffer the same fate as their mother: year-over-year impregnation, year-over-year exploited for milk, and at the age of 6, they kill them. Do you know why they kill them at that age? Because cows can live 24 years.
No, I don't.
Because at that age, they can no longer get them pregnant. They repeatedly impregnated them, and when they can no longer get them pregnant, they send them to a slaughterhouse. And this is the type of stuff that we're supporting. How about we do this, because we haven't had time to have a proper conversation. But if you say you love animals, and I do too, I think you have a responsibility to at least know what you're supporting. The Minion, or the most important speech you'll ever hear. There's are 2 videos that appear here on when you scan this QR code.
Okay.
Can you promise me you'll watch one of these 2
I
just to
will.
educate yourself?
I will.
Okay. And until you watch that, do you think you can try to not consume any animal products?
I can. Yes,
I appreciate you so much. You're awesome. Thank you
No,
so
I
much.
don't
Oh
check
yeah, yeah.
in.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Have a
All
good
right.
and feel better. You know.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one. Cheers. She was a nice person. The husband wants to control the situation. Yeah, the husband came in and took her away, but she was a nice person. Motherfucking kitty, motherfucking kitty. If you're the man, if a motherfucking kitty says that, I fucking love it. Motherfucking kitty. You gotta say that. I love it. My energy, you know, is it's a little bit over there. One day people are going to say plants should be eaten and only artificial man-made food made. Yeah, I completely agree. I think at some point we will reach a point where we're maybe not even producing plants. Yeah. I thought it was her dad, says Benji. Benji, did you hear me? Crystal is gonna be on tonight. You're gonna be there, right? Look at this white beard. Look at it. Man, I started having white hair since I was 27, or maybe 25, even earlier. I remember that when I was on a carnivore diet for some reason, I tried it as I was a youngster, around age of 22. That's when my white hair started coming out. Of course, that could also just be correlative, right? Elijah says, keep you cute as fuck. Thank you. Yeah. Reality is I beat myself up so much throughout my life that I don't like who I look like in the mirror. And but I learned it doesn't matter. It doesn't. You know, some people just like some people don't like some people. It's not like you don't like everyone you see, and not everyone you see likes you. It's the same. And it's a hard lesson to learn, you know, because a lot of the times our mind does this thing where we get stuck on the rejections more than the approvals. So, yeah. What I learned through therapy to not do that anymore. What's your diet? I'm on a plant-based diet, pretty high in protein generally, high protein plant-based diet. Muriel says meat is life. Yeah, I mean, meat is part of an individual's life, it's true. For example, the meat on your bones is part of your life. The meat on another animal's bones is part of their life. You choosing to take their life to eat their meat is as bad as somebody choosing to take your life away to eat your meat. It's just as bad to you as it is just as bad to them. What's your story to veganism? I'll mention it later. Maybe come to the stream with Crystal. Maybe we'll talk about that there. You guys want to have a conversation? Can you get enough protein without beans and legumes? Yeah, Mohammed, I barely eat beans and legumes, yeah. I mean, depends if you consider soybeans, but yeah, I get a lot of tofu, a lot of tempeh. I eat a lot of protein bars. I need to stop eating so many protein bars. I'm just a lazy person, and I think I've been just as brainwashed as everybody else to think that protein bars are somehow healthy because they're protein bars. They're not. But that sensation, you know, that sensation is still stuck in my brain. So whenever I'm like, I'm too lazy to cook, I'll just pick a couple of protein bars and eat them. Not a good idea. But I'm trying to change that. Can do anything you want with the possible consequences. I don't know what that means. Is that in Amsterdam? Yeah, I'm sure I was past there when I was in the Van Gogh. Yeah, Tom Jones, this is Rijksmuseum. It's the biggest museum, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Meow Gang. Yay, Chips Live. Yeah. Hey, Linda. Nice to see you here. Do a flip and stop yapping about protein bars, says Rick. I cannot do a flip, Rick, but, you know, if you can, congrats. I'm actually learning to handstand these days, but I'm taking it very slow because I have an irrational fear of sitting with my head upside down. It's kind of a weird thing. So, yeah. What are you doing? I'm doing a social experiment. I'm asking people questions, getting them to assess their values and to see if they themselves are in line with their own values. Hello from England, says Kelly Smith. Hey, Kelly Smith, nice to see you here. They don't know the difference, lol. Just eating to survive the next day, says Woody. Yeah, so if a human being would just eat to survive the next day, and they wouldn't know if you exploited and kill them, then it would be okay to exploit and kill them, right? Essentially, an intellectually challenged human being would have the cognitive abilities of an animal. You're saying, yeah, fuck them, kill them. They have meat on their bones after all, right? Hell, if they're a woman, you can even impregnate them and get milk out of them. They will be angry if you eat or drink a dog, hypocrites. Yeah, exactly, Muhammad. So weird, isn't it? People have a relationship with dogs. Because that's the mentality, you know. It's this affective empathy. People only focus on that instead of actually looking at the cognitive empathy. Such a brilliant thing. I learned it from Lodewijk a couple of days. Hey, Monica, nice to see you here. That logic only applies if you value animals over humans. No, Mural. That logic does not. I do not value animals over humans, and and what you just said is a non sequitur, because your statement does not derive at all from my statement. It just seems like you would assume that. That's just like an assumption you made. But in no way me saying that to the animal, you killing them to eat their meat is just as bad as to the animal who happens to be human, you killing them and eating their meat. You know, it's the same. Because that individual, that animal, did not want to die so that you can eat their meat. And whether that animal is human or non-human, it doesn't really matter. Hey, Sabby Coops. I gotta go in 10 minutes, says Benji. Appreciate you being here, Benji. What's your all-time favorite vegan meal?
Oh, we zijn live.
You know, when you have a camera in your life, people just behave so weirdly. What's my all-time favorite vegan meal? Hard to say. I'm a very practical guy, you know. I like wraps a lot. Like I'm a very big fan of wraps, and there's this amazing wrap from Mr. Blue in Amsterdam. Like it's almost perfect, but the tofu that they make is a little bit too crunchy, and I don't like it when it's too crunchy. But if they made it slightly less crunchier, fuck man, it would be so good. It has some mayo in it, some sriracha, salad. Ooh, just getting. Oh, just thinking about it makes me want it. And then they make these smoothie. They make this insane smoothie that is made of peanut butter. Get this, peanut butter, coconut, and mint. Oh, mint! I was mind blown. Mr. Blue in Amsterdam. If you guys are ever here in Amsterdam, it's street food. It's fully vegan. Mr. Blue. It's amazing. If your kid without any cultural programming asks you for meat, then, well, if my kid without any cultural programming asks me to kill a dog so that he can eat them, I will not do that. However, I will teach my kid, just like my parents taught me, they will have an allowance. And if they want to choose to spend that money on animal exploitation, I cannot force them to, and I would not punish them because it is their choice at the end of the day. But I will educate them on the matter. I myself will not buy animal products for them, though. It's pretty simple. Yeah, and kid would never ask for meat. That's the reality also. That's the simple reality. In reality, most kids either get programmed by, you know, the other friends. They just want to belong. So other friends are like, oh, you gotta eat with us or something. Or you program them to think that they need it or want it or something. Nusratulo, you know, like, are you guys coming in here and telling me about food means nothing because I'm speaking about animals? But it just goes to show how well that programming in your brain works, because the minute we bring the conversation to animals, all you guys can think about is the product that comes out of it. You cannot for a second escape this whole programming, think for yourself, be free thinkers, critically think about the situation also, because you want to reach the conclusion that it's okay to do what you're doing because you enjoy it. And because you want to reach that conclusion, you or your brain unknowingly will do whatever it takes to reach that conclusion. Hence why you come in here, you make all of these statements. And I'm just telling you, you know, I understand. You're just an algorithm after all, right? There's no me, there's no you. That's a whole other can of worms, huh? The deterministic universe part. But either way, you guys can stop oppressing animals, and that's all it is. And think about it this way: if you wanna see the real perspective, just ask yourself simply, if I couldn't eat them, would I find the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter okay? If the answer is no, for an optional product, and if the answer is no, then I think it's pretty clear. What's your thoughts on omnivores? Benji, I see you timing people out, huh? I hope you're not just timing people out for whatever reason. Nothing is right or wrong. We are simply here on this planet. You do what you choose to do. Well, Woody, I wouldn't say that, because Woody, let me ask you, do you think rape is right or is rape wrong? Or is rape not right or wrong, huh? Woody, tell me. Is rape right or is it wrong? Because I'm assuming that you wouldn't say you're agnostic to whether rape is right or wrong. You'll probably say that it is wrong. Just from trolls? Okay, Benji, I trust you. That's not a straw man argument, Jonas. No, it's not. A straw man would mean misrepresenting the argument. I'm not misrepresenting the argument. His argument is that nothing matters. Therefore, in order for me to disprove it, I just have to bring something into this whole conversation to prove that it does matter. His argument saying is that nothing is either right or wrong. So if we find one single thing that is either right or wrong, then his argument falls apart. That is not a straw man. That is pretty simple mathematics, brother. So Woody, is rape right or is rape wrong? Yes, your scale is weird. You just have a confirmation bias. Woody, nothing is right or wrong. Okay, so Woody, you're saying rape is not wrong. To most of us, rape is wrong, yes. To some of us, it doesn't matter. In some cultures, it's looked up to. So Woody, then what you're saying is that if, let's just imagine your mother, your girlfriend, boyfriend, I don't know what you're into. If this person, your partner, ends up in a country and they get raped, and they say, well, it's part of the culture, then you're saying, oh yeah, then it's all good. It's all okay, right, after all? Because it's part of the culture, then it's okay to do it, right? It's right. It's neither right or wrong. How do you say it, right? Yeah, Monica, we have some people in here, you know, and that's as I said, like, this is what they do because they want to reach the conclusion that they want, because they want to continue doing what they're doing, because they enjoy it, or whatever reason, maybe they're afraid of changing, whatever is happening within them, because they want to get there, they will bite any bullet and justify any type of things. So that's how you end up people saying slavery was okay, rape is neither right or wrong, somebody like that. You know, that's how you end up saying that, because you want to end up justifying your position. You want to be in a position that feels justified, because the minute you let your guard down and actually understand the perspective and actually listen to the arguments, you might end up in a position where you're in the wrong, and that would require you to change. And that's not something you would like. It's pretty simple. So Woody, you heard my hypothetical scenario. I'm still waiting for an answer. Could that happen to you? Yes, very much so. It could happen to me. I'm human just like everybody else. The only difference is that outside of these streams that we're doing over here, I'm actually listening to both sides of the argument every single day. So outside of these streams, I'm listening to debates on religion, on science, hell, even on veganism, on both sides. I have yet to hear an argument that actually makes logical sense. Because, well, there is one argument that isn't perfect, I'll give you that, right? Like, there is special argument that isn't perfect, that I'm still learning about what it means. But even that argument does not make veganism bad. It just makes other things as bad as not being vegan. It's hard to explain. But yeah. Otherwise, everything is pretty logically consistent. And as I said, even in that argument, it's only one-sided. Like, it's only one part of it. Only one type of argumentation to it. You want to have a conversation with me? Only one type of argumentation will lead to that conclusion. Otherwise, you can argument it in different ways. But there's no way to argument against veganism that would work. Absolutely no way. What is the argument? As I said, I'll mention it at some point, not now. Why don't the life of plants matter to you, but a cow does, says Kermit Waters. Yeah, Kermit Waters. You see, I'm assuming that your brain right now is telling you, well, you have a choice between killing plants or killing animals, right? That's what your brain is saying right now. Your brain is trying to justify what you're doing and wants to continue doing it. So you're saying, well, both are alive, therefore it should be the same thing. But even you should recognize that mowing the grass and cutting throats of cows is not the same thing. I mean, I'm assuming you can be intellectually honest with yourself. You don't have to be with me, but you can be with yourself intellectually honest enough to understand that that's not the same. One. And two, there's a lot to be said, but I'll just drop down to the final conclusion. When you kill an animal for food, that animal has to be fed, and they're usually fed plants because all the animals we eat are herbivores. So in the process of you exploiting and killing an animal, you actually kill considerably more plants. So really, your choice isn't between killing some plants and killing an animal, but rather killing some plants and killing a fuck ton of plants and an innocent animal. I think that's a pretty easy way to understand it. And thank you, Martin. Martin has dropped a video called the 3-minute video. If you want to know what we're talking about, maybe give that a watch, come back. It takes 3 minutes out of your life. I'm pretty sure that it's going to start raining in like 30 minutes or something. How about you go live in the wild and see how nature treats you? Yeah, I don't understand why that would mean anything. So if I were to be in a ditch if I were to be on a deserted island, I may have to resort to drinking my own pee. Therefore, I should drink my own pee every single day.
You look for Van Gogh Museum.
It's that one over there. You wanna have a conversation with me? Okay, that's fine. It's a circular thing. You just go in that direction and you see it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Van Gogh. You could be honest intellectual with yourself by saying killing an animal versus killing a human are two completely different things, says Mark Nar. Mark Nar, to me, yes, they are. To me, they're two completely different things. To you, yes, they are two completely different things. To the law, they are two completely different things. To most of the people on this planet, you ask them, killing an animal versus killing a human, they're two completely different things. And by the way, that's never your choice. Because your choice is between killing an innocent animal or killing some plant. Killing an innocent animal and a fuck ton of plants, or killing some plants alone. But the thing about it is, it doesn't matter what your perspective is, because you know what? To me, if I was the son of a dictator, let's imagine that I'm the son of a dictator, an asshole who fucking kills everybody around, right? A really bad guy. To me, you killing my dad might be the worst thing in the world. To me, it's like, how dare you do that, right? But to the world, to the victims, it might mean a lot. And that's the whole thing about it, isn't it? Because when you choose to kill an innocent animal, a human, or whoever else, to the victim of that choice, the cow, the animal, or human, whatever individual you're killing, to them, their life matters equally, because it's everything to them. So you choosing to take that away from them is as uncruel and as unfair towards them as it would be regardless of their species. That's what it means. It's not about your perspective. Morality isn't about seeing things from the perspective of the person that does the action. It's from seeing things from all perspectives. It's about trying to be as objective as possible within a subjective framework. It doesn't mean accept the subjectivity. Whatever I think is okay, it's okay. That's not what morality. That wouldn't be morality. So am I forced? Am I pro forced pregnancy? Asks me Kate. No, Kate. I value body autonomy. I don't think forcing individuals to be pregnant is a good thing. It's as simple as that. But I don't want to talk about abortion. I know you guys have been brainwashed to think that a medical procedure, you should somehow have a say in a medical procedure that concerns neither you nor your body in any way, and that you should probably have a saying in women's body simply because they're a woman or something. No, thank you. Please stop. Everybody deserves body autonomy. You should not have the right to decide for somebody else's body autonomy. It's as simple as that. If that body autonomy does not infringe on the rights of sentient beings, you should have no right to say anything. And yes, when you're doing an abortion, there is absolutely no sentient being. Because you know what? Fetuses become sentient between the weeks of 20 and 25. And afterwards, wouldn't you know it, there is every time you want to do an abortion, there is a panel of ethics that has to gather, that has to discuss the situation. You don't just get an abortion. When that situation comes, you would have to justify it. So it wouldn't just be, well, okay, I'll do it. So either way, all this nonsense bullshit is just, oh, well, my religious book that was written by a human and corrected by other humans and selectively chosen certain parts of it so that we can brainwash all society into believing one nonsense, is saying that it's wrong, therefore it should be wrong. No, it's not. Respect people's body autonomy. As long as it doesn't violate somebody else's, another individual's, another sentient being's body autonomy, you should respect people's choices. It's only when they violate somebody else's body autonomy that you can have an opinion on it. Otherwise, it's none of your business. It's as simple as that. Here you go. So your morals are better than everyone else's. Respect people's beliefs, maybe? Sure. I mean, if you want to believe in Santa Claus, far be it from me, believe in fucking Santa Claus. That won't make me mock you any less for you believing in Santa Claus. I won't try to convince you to not believe in Santa Claus. It's when your belief in Santa Claus, that's removing the body autonomy from individuals, that I'm gonna have a problem with it. So if you want to believe in Santa Claus, believe in Santa Claus. If you want to subjugate yourself and blind yourself towards data, towards any form of empirical evidence for what you're believing, then do that. I don't care. It's when you make the choices that exploit, that oppress others, other sentient beings specifically, that's when we need to have a conversation, and you need to stop. Because I don't care what your morality is. I don't care what you think is right or wrong. Whenever there is a victim involved and that victim is sentient, it's from their perspective that we need to understand the situation, or from all perspectives, really, right? Because, as I said, if you're on a deserted island and you have to survive, and in order to survive, you might kill a fish, it's a different situation because it's a survival situation. And while it may be unfair to the fish, it may also be unfair towards you if you let yourself die, right? So it's as simple as that. Stay unvaxxed? No, don't do that. Please vaccinate yourself. Please don't be stupid. Vaccinate yourself. Vaccine is natural immunity. That's all it is. Jesus Christ, man. We live in a world where I don't know why people just love misinformation so much. I don't know what the hell what does your board say? It says, I'm doing a social experiment, come talk to me. But yeah, maybe I should focus on having some conversations, because otherwise I have to go at some point. Gay hat, thank you. On this channel, when somebody says calls something gay, we say that's cool. And with gay calls is another word for saying based. So thank you. Whenever you say gay hat, I just understand based hat. Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, Trump made being an idiot cool. Yeah, it's true. I heard another stupid thing. Here you go. Here's this guy. Body autonomy for abortion, but not vaccines. Jason, nobody's forced you to get a vaccine. Everybody said, hey, if you want to be part of this society, you got to get a vaccine. And it's a logical thing, as I said. It is a form. If you take away, even if you let's imagine, even if somebody were to be forcing you to do it, nobody did. It was justified.
What are you doing here?
Are you okay having being live on YouTube?
Sure.
I'm asking people some questions, getting them to think, but I want you to come over here.
All right.
What's your name?
Dan.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you, Dan.
You too, man.
Where are you from?
United States, Minnesota.
Minnesota. Love it. My sister lives in North Carolina. It's a nice country.
It is nice.
So, Dan, I'm Chip. I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals.
All right.
Do you think it's okay to oppress animals?
Oppress? I don't
Yeah.
know what that means.
It means to be
Oppress.
cruel and unjust towards them.
Yeah. I do not think it's okay to be cruel to animals.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're against animal cruelty.
Yeah.
Do you think it's cruel to take an animal, impregnate them, and then take away their babies from them, also that you can get milk out of them?
That does seem cruel.
It does seem pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's cruel to afterwards kill that baby if they don't produce milk?
Yes.
Yeah. What if, is it cruel to kill them also when they no longer produce milk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's cruel to bring into existence an animal only to use them for their flesh, their skin, you know?
Well, I'd be a hypocrite if I said yes because I do eat meat. So I don't know. I guess I just don't like to think about it.
Well, if you say yes, you would be a hypocrite, you're right. And if you say no, you would be logically inconsistent with your own values.
Yeah.
So which one is it?
Well, I guess I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah. So why? Why are you a hypocrite?
So I like cheeseburgers.
You like cheese? Do you think you can get plant-based burgers?
Probably. I've
Yeah.
never tried one.
You've never tried one. Yeah. Well, the taste is not that different.
Yeah.
Do you think that the taste would justify the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter of animals?
I mean, I think there's a humane way to raise farm animals.
Yeah. Is there a humane way to raise farmed humans?
No.
No. So why would there be a humane way to raise farmed animals then?
What else are they going to do?
What else would the humans do?
Touche.
You know, have you heard of the case of a human who grew up amongst the wilderness?
The
Have you
what?
heard- Yeah, there were
Tarzan?
There are like 3 people in this world who grew up amongst animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, they behave just like animals.
All right.
Yeah, so essentially a lot of what we consider ourselves as superior to animals is nothing more than nurture. There is some form of nature to it, but there's a window to it. So if you miss that window, essentially you just end up being exactly like any other animal.
All right. Do you eat meat?
No.
You
No,
don't
I
drink
respect
milk?
animals. No.
Are you a vegan?
Yeah.
Have you always been a vegan?
No.
What made you a vegan?
Well, I didn't want to be a hypocrite.
I see. How long have you been a vegan for?
5 years.
All right. Well, good for you, sir.
What do you want to do? Do you want to continue supporting animal exploitation?
I do want to keep eating cheeseburgers.
Okay. Are you aware that if you do that, you are a person who supports animal cruelty?
I disagree with that, I guess, but
Well, I asked you the questions about the simplest, most basic practices that happen across the board everywhere, and you said they are animal cruelty. If you choose to pay for them, wouldn't that mean you choose to support it?
I guess.
Yeah. So why would you choose to support animal cruelty if you don't need to?
I don't know. I guess I don't consider it animal cruelty. I'm thinking about this.
You
the
just
farms-
called it
I
animal
know.
cruelty
Farms
just
in
now.
the United States, there are farms that they're not overcrowded. I know they're still being raised specifically to be eaten, but
And you called that
it's
cruel
it's
just moments
it's
ago.
nature. It's nature. It's the way it is. I mean,
So if you couldn't eat animal products, would you find it cruelty what we do to them?
if I what?
If you couldn't eat them,
If I couldn't eat them?
Yeah.
What would be the point of raising them then?
for their skin, to use their, I don't know, maybe their flesh, you could use them for as a punching bag, to fill fertilizer, whatever other reason you can have.
I don't know. I feel like we're going round and around here.
Would that be okay? We're not. We're right here.
I'm gonna go into the museum.
Would that be okay?
You have a good day.
So you're for animal cruelty, aren't you? Why are you running away from the arguments? Is it because you know you have no arguments against it? Ah, so funny to me. There will always be people like that who run away. Coward, exactly. We raise cows in Texas, 17 cows, and then we cut their throat off. Wait, what is this person saying? Cindy Jones says, we raise cows in Texas. We cut their throat off because we get a kick out of putting their flesh through your mouth hole. Well, Cindy, you know, I don't know if it's nice to kill somebody because you get a kick out of putting a body part through your mouth hole. I don't know if that's what it is. Oz says, you are fucking lost, dude. Yeah, I know you have this complex over winning or losing. This isn't why we're here. We're here to have conversations. You want to have a conversation with me?
No, I'm not English.
Oh, you don't speak English well? Oh, that's okay. Then have a good one. Bro called the cow a somebody. Yeah, a cow is a somebody. It's pretty simple. They're not a something. They're not a thing. They're not an item. They're an individual. They have sentience. They have emotions. They have subjective experience of the world. They have the concept of I, just like you have the concept of I. It's pretty simple. And they have tasty meat. Yeah, just like humans. Right? If humans have tasty meat, if human meat tasted twice as good as cow's meat, then you would be okay with farming and killing them, right? Makes sense. Should we ban tigers from eating whatever else you posted there? I'm gonna let you figure that one out on your own, because should we ban humans from raping other humans? Yes. Should we ban tigers from raping other tigers? I don't think we can. So there you go. I think you can answer that yourself. Hey Samart, nice to see you here. I miss you guys a lot. Busy with chores but love listening to you. Well, happy to have you here. You guys want to try a social experiment? Hey Axel. I think I may knew that guy. He looks similar to a person I knew from my childhood, says Axel. Yeah, like the hypocrisy, it's so funny. You saw that the minute he actually said the same thing, didn't he? I would have to be a hypocrite. So if I answer yes, I would have to be a hypocrite. Yeah, but if you answer no, you would be logically inconsistent with your own views. So there you go. Don't plants feel pain? No, they do not. Axel, always a pleasure. You want to have a conversation with me? It's so funny. Yeah, Oz, you are a hypocrite. Yeah. So Oz, what exactly value do I hold that I'm going against? Talking about body autonomy and then not having the same logic about with vaccines. Oz, I think I explained it pretty clearly to you. Nobody forced you to take vaccines. I don't know what you're remembering, man. Everybody just said, hey, if you want to be indoors with everybody else, because we want to protect the immunocompromised, you need to take a vaccine. It's as simple as that. Why do you have a problem with scientific evidence against it? Like, it's so insane to me that you guys, I will come up, but you know what? I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole, because I know you guys have, like, I'm gonna try not to be a dick about it. I know you guys don't have great arguments for it or against it, and I know you guys cannot possibly understand nuance in the situation. So let's just speak about the animals, okay? People lost their livelihood, says Oz. Yeah, Oz, is that bad that people lost their livelihoods? Oh, speaking of vaccines, look at that. Look at what they're showing on that screen over there. You see? It's a flu vaccine. You see that? Because it's important to see that vaccines save people, save lives. You see, and these are the individuals who are immunocompromised. And in a situation where people are dying by the thousands, in an extemporary situation, as I just said, if you're in a deserted island or if you're in a special situation, you can justify doing certain things, or not even forcing, but letting people choose certain things that may seem like you're taking away their autonomy, but you're really not. Because yet again, you only had to take the vaccine if you wanted to be in an enclosed space, which logically makes sense because, you know, even if you were to be sick, you had a much smaller chance of spreading around the virus. Therefore, logically speaking, you had a much smaller chance of killing others. But, you know, that's the whole thing about the vaccine. It prevents you from having a disease, and it prevents others from dying. As I see I see you're very much pro pseudoscience. I don't care about pseudoscience, man. I care about evidence-based arguments. And if you show me evidence-based arguments, I will change my mind. I'm not in any way tied to any belief or faction. I don't give a shit, man. I'm actually here to learn. I'm actually here on this planet to learn more, to be proved wrong, and to, you know, try to get, I don't know, to a more close to an objective truth as possible. So if you present to me factual, like empirical evidence against anything that I'm saying, I'm open to changing my mind. It's as simple as that. There you go. Lovely jubbly. Benji, I trust Benji when he does that. Benji, you know, I see people are crying over it, you know. Maybe adopt a more conservative approach to silencing people, Benji, just to see what they're saying. And if they're really are being dickish, you know. As I said, I trust your judgment more. If we are equal to animals, like you said, why can't I eat them like other predators do? If we are equal to animals, like you said, why can't I rape them like other animals do? Same question. I'll let you figure that one out on your own. I'm a vegan from the Caribbean. Hey, nice to see you here, Trinidad and Tobago. That's awesome. We are top of the food chain. Yeah, because being top of the food chain would mean you have, because the food chain is a measurement of power, isn't it? It's not. It's a measurement of how energy flows in an ecosystem. But even if the food chain were a measurement of power, do you really think that because you have power over somebody else, that justifies you exploiting and killing them? Nah, brother, it doesn't. Yeah. Oz, you're welcome to debate me if you want. You're welcome to send me a message on Instagram if you want to debate me. I see you being very triggered in that chat. So you're welcome to debate me.
He said Barry Manilow's hair was his crank when he was little. What's his crank? I think it's like his jam.
Oh, Pixie's here? I saw somebody mentioning Pixie. Yeah, hey Pixie. Yeah, going to the supermarket for your food is top of the food chain. Yeah, exactly. It's so funny. I'm a lion, okay? I'm gonna make some black bean burgers. That sounds delicious. Please get a new hat that doesn't belong to a 12-year-old, says Lady Boy LaTroy. Oh, Lady Boy, why do you have the need to control how I dress? How is that affecting you? No, you can't answer anymore because Benji timed you out. Oh well. God says I can eat meat. Who are you to say I can't? Yeah, well, you know. Hey, you wanna have a conversation with me?
Yeah, sure.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Hello.
You wanna come here so that you interview?
Yeah, sure.
What's your name?
My name is Karam, and I am new to the Netherlands.
I'm Chip. Where are you
Yeah.
from?
I am Dutch, but I was living in Jordan for a long while.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, what is your channel name? And what is it that you do?
I'll give you a card afterwards.
Yeah.
But I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. Do you think animals should have rights?
I think it should be controlled. I don't think that animals are being treated neither in a good way or the way that in bad expressions are being expressed. I don't think it's as bad as the vegan activists are saying it is, and I don't think it's as good as the non-vegan activists saying it is.
But animals are getting killed, right?
Yeah,
For an optional product, right?
I guess
Yeah.
you can say that. But
Would it be okay to kill a human for an optional product?
isn't it being done?
Would it be okay to kill a human
It's
for
not,
an
but
optional
isn't
product?
it being done?
I don't care if it's done. I'm asking you if it's okay. Would it be
If you're-
okay to kill a human for an optional product?
No, it shouldn't. But I don't think
Would it
humans
be,
are
then
equal
why would
to
it
humans.
be, then why would it be okay to kill an animal for an optional product?
First of all, what do you think the animal's purpose are on Earth?
What do you think the human's purpose is on it?
I think the human's purpose is on this Earth is to follow God.
And if they don't believe in God, then it's okay to kill them.
I didn't say that. No, that's not what I meant. I mean, follow God, admire the beautiful Earth as much as you can.
So if they
live
don't
peace-
follow God,
they don't follow God. That's up to them.
so what's
I
their
wish they
purpose
did,
then?
but
What's their purpose then?
to procreate.
To procreate. So why wouldn't that be the purpose of an animal also?
Because in order for humans to procreate, you need animals to help you with it. Like you need the cow's milk.
What animal is helping you have sex, man?
I mean, to preserve your to become. It helps you nutritionally. It means
Do you
of
think
protein.
you can get all the nutrition you need from plant-based products?
Not all the amino acids.
Yeah, you can.
But
What amino
in
acids
what-
are missing?
I'm not saying that I know the names of the amino, but I believe it's 9 amino acids that you're getting from.
There are 9 essential amino acids.
Yeah, 9 essential that you're getting outside your body. It
Yeah,
means
that your
you need
body
to-
needs. Yeah.
Yeah, that the body needs. Okay, and these are easily contained in animals.
As well as in plants.
Yeah, but it's not the same convenience.
Yeah, they are. All 9 essential amino acids are prevalent on all plants.
Okay, but how about, let me tell you my argument as a person who loves to eat.
The flesh of an innocent animal who was slaughtered for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I think it's easier, it's different, and I don't think if I let it be, it will help anyone.
If it were easier and it was even better amino acid profile to kill and eat humans, would it be okay?
No, I don't think the animals are equal to humans.
Or dogs?
Dogs are being killed to be eaten.
And
as
would
well.
you, and are you okay with that?
I don't like it, but no, I'm not okay with it. I wouldn't.
So why aren't you okay with killing and eating dogs, but you're okay with killing and eating cows?
Because I believe that's what cows are made for. That's their purpose.
But I believe that humans are made to be killed and eaten, or dogs are made to be eaten.
Okay, if you believe that,
Then it's
You-
okay.
it's okay to try.
No, it's okay. Then what
You
you're saying
can't-
is moral, right? Then me
Yeah, I
killing
think-
and eating dogs would be
Well,
moral.
I think it's moral to kill,
Humans.
not to kill the animals in a professional way, in a way that's preserving their.
Humans are animals, right?
I don't believe so.
No, you don't believe we're mammals?
I believe we are mammals, but I don't believe that
Are all mammals animals?
No, that's the case. We are mammals and we are not animals.
We are. We are a group of we are part of the mammals. We are primates. We are part of the animalia kingdom.
Yeah, see,
we are
that's
animals.
where we disagree. I don't believe.
Oh no,
that.
this is science. It's not my opinion.
Cool. You
So
can.
you don't trust science?
Not all of it.
Not all of it. Do you
Yeah.
think the Earth is flat?
No.
Why not?
because I can't tell.
How can you tell?
I have my ways, as if you can sit on the beach and when a ship comes to your direction, it's coming upwards, and to know that if you stay if you travel from this spot across the earth, you can come back to this
So
spot.
then why don't you say humans are animals? What's the difference?
Because I believe in the word of God, and He said that we came from.
Does your God say that humans are not animals?
Yeah.
No, he said he just made them. He does not say that humans are not animals. He made animals and he also made
made
humans.
animals.
He
Yeah.
never said humans are not animals, did he?
Yeah, we are blessed by our brains.
So you could be an animal that's blessed by your brain. It doesn't negate it.
No, that's not how it works. Animals are not functioning in society. It's not making it.
And there are humans who cannot function in society also.
Yeah, those are the helpless or the useless.
Okay, so we'll put aside the lack of biology in there. So humans you believe are not animals. What makes it okay to exploit and slaughter an innocent animal for an optional product?
Convenience, and it's. I don't see a reason not to.
Okay, so if we do that to dogs for convenience, and I don't see a reason not to, then it's moral.
No, dogs can be helpful in otherwise,
So can cows and pigs,
such as.
such as the
You can
same
use
thing
them
that the
for your,
dog.
for their leather, their milk, their eggs.
So I can
their-
use the dog also.
Yeah, but there are other usefulness for the dog that's not
So wait a
available
minute.
in the
So,
cow.
so what you're saying is that if a dog does not have any use, then it's okay to exploit and kill them, correct? Maybe this dog is a
If
three-legged dog. Hell, it's a two-legged dog. Somehow they were a three-legged dog, they broke one leg, and now they're a two-legged dog. Essentially, they can barely move. It would be okay for me to kill and eat them, right?
That's not my choice to make. I can let it either be.
Is it moral if I do that?
No, it's not, because it's not.
Oh, come on. Why is that not moral? They're an animal, and they
Are
don't
you-
have
are-
any purpose.
Are you hungry? Can't you find any other food? Then yeah.
Oh, are you hungry? Can't you find any other food other than eating these other animals?
No, that's not the case. But I believe that's
Why?
what
Wait,
their
what do you mean?
purpose.
What's not the case?
I believe that if that two-legged dog is your only option for survival, then it's okay.
No. It's the same situation. I can go to the supermarket and pick something else, but I want to kill and eat them.
There should be restrictions. I tell.
Why?
Because there are some.
What's the difference between a dog and a cow that justifies the difference in
I
view?
can tell you, a dog has many
No. What's the difference between a cow and a dog? Not what labels you put on them. What's the difference between them themselves?
One is made for protection.
No. Again,
I'm not getting your question.
yeah, sure. So the question isn't how you see them or how you feel about them or what you think humans have done to them or can do to them. It's about they themselves. What's the difference between an individual dog and an individual cow that justifies killing one but not the other for an optional product?
There is none.
So if there is no difference, then you putting these labels on them saying, well, because I value you and I don't value you, you think it makes it moral? Because you on the outside assigning labels to individuals who have emotions, who feel pain, who feel love, do you think it's moral for you
think
to
that,
just choose what you
animals,
want out of
feel,
them?
Feel love and feel
Yeah.
hatred and feel
Yeah.
angry and feel.
We have science that they do, yeah. It's called the Declaration of Consciousness. We have two declarations of consciousness that are based on hundreds of empirical data, empirical studies that show that animals have emotions, including positive and negative valence one, love, hate, anxiety, all of them.
So you're saying that we should just let them be,
Yeah,
not control any of it,
yeah,
and let it be.
yeah.
And what purpose does that serve?
The same purpose that you have. Is somebody letting you be?
I have a purpose.
Does somebody
yeah,
need to
but
control your purpose?
I have conscious. I have.
So do animals.
You think they're on the same level?
Of consciousness, yeah. They're not on the same level of intelligence, but
You think
consciousness,
a
yes.
human can help you as much as an animal?
I think
or
that an
it can help-
intellectually challenged human being who has the same cognitive abilities of an animal cannot help me. But that does not mean that I somehow have the right
Yeah,
to
but
say
you
what
wouldn't
their
make
purpose
him the
is in
bus
the world.
driver. You wouldn't make him the person who's involved.
I'm not
in your
saying you
life.
should put an animal as a bus driver. I'm telling you to leave
Okay.
animals alone.
You leave them alone. They procreate like animals, of course.
Yeah. And there will be far less of them. We would have a better situation in the world. We could feed more people. Less people would be starving. Climate change will drop to a significant low. We would be using less water, less land. Yeah, it would be great for everybody, and animals will no longer be exploited and slaughtered. And if you respect animals, I'm sure that you would respect other humans also. So we would actually reach in a situation where the whole world would thrive way more. So yeah, what's so bad about that?
I don't believe if you leave animals be your scenario
Yeah.
would make a difference in the world, except in a negative way. It will be shortage in food, first of all.
That's not true, you know, that we have empirical evidence against what you're saying.
So you're saying if we stop?
Pull up your phone. If
No,
you don't
I
trust me.
take your word for
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So you're saying that if we stop every animal
Farming, yeah.
farming,
We would
we
have more
still
food.
have more food.
We would have more food to feed. We would have more food. We could feed more people with less land, less water.
And you realize people are dying of thirst and hunger.
Because a lot of the food we grow and a lot of water we use, we give it to the animals. You understand that? Most of
Yeah,
the
sure.
food we grow and
grains,
most of the most of the
Well,
food
our
we as
grain-
humans
well,
make
the
and
grains-
most of the water
sorry.
we use is specifically for the animals. If we didn't do it to the animals, we could give it to the humans, of course.
Do you believe that that will happen?
I mean, we have science for that. We have
No,
evidence
no, no.
about
You
it.
take all you seize everyone's animals, which it's their own. They farmed it.
I don't believe a sentient being should be property because I don't believe in slavery.
Okay. Okay, fine. You take it away. You're taking their income. Okay, you're taking a
Yeah,
lot
just
of
like
their
we
food.
did during slavery when we abolished
Who's
it.
gonna give him his income back or take
They
care
can
of
grow plants.
So after all this time, all his efforts,
Yeah.
he's starting all over again just because.
Yeah, in fact, we have governmental programs that can help them transition, and a lot of the times these farmers end up making more money in the process.
I understand. Cool. The
So,
average.
so you're against the idea of farmers making more money? Because farmers also suffer when they send their animals to slaughter. You know that,
I'm
right?
not against farmers.
Yeah. Well, what are you against? Because you say you're not against animals, yet you choose to pay and exploit and kill them. You say you're not against farmers, yet you choose to put farmers in a situation where they suffer and make less money out of it.
Farmers now have free will. They are choosing.
It sounds to me like they're put in a situation where they have no other choice, aren't they?
Everyone has a choice.
Oh, so they do have a choice. Okay, okay.
Yes,
So
they
then
do
it
have a
doesn't matter
choice.
if we take away their animals, right?
Yeah, but it's their property. But you don't believe that because you say
Yeah, it's a sentient
you believe
being.
it
Shouldn't be property, yeah.
Being.
I don't believe in slavery. Yeah.
Okay, you have your beliefs, the respectful ones.
Do you believe in slavery?
Of course not.
So what is the difference between enslaving an intellectually challenged human being and enslaving an animal? They both have the same cognitive abilities. What would be the difference?
I believe that this intellectual being, human, who's
Cognitively impaired.
cognitive impaired,
Yeah.
still has his own genetic purpose.
Also, you think we should judge whether to oppress somebody or not based on genes?
You have multiple of opportunities coming from a human. You don't have that much coming from an animal.
No, this human could not do anything. In fact, they would need help from humans.
You can let a baby cow, a baby human, live their life all their life. The cow would just get bigger. The human could make every difference in the world. Every difference.
No, this human being could not, as I said. They would be intellectually challenged. They would need help their whole life.
What
and
are
they
the percentage of the?
Doesn't matter. I just had. There is at least one human being on this planet who does that. Would it be okay to exploit and kill them?
No,
Why not?
he's a soul.
How can you measure if it has a soul or not?
A large percentage of my argument is by
Religion.
God, by
Okay.
religion.
Okay. So let's tackle this argument then, because your God is an omnipotent, right? All compassionate God, correct?
Yes.
So an all compassionate God who is also omnipotent, who can do whatever, he decides to create animals, give them the capability to feel pain, to have emotions, to suffer, to want to live, to not want to die, to feel love, to feel all of this. He also creates plants. Both of them give you nutrition, and you think that your God, that is all powerful and all compassionate, said, fucking kill these animals that I made them feel pain, and I made them feel pain also that you can kill them, when we know for a fact that he can create food without that doesn't feel pain. Do you really think that's logical? I mean, if you had the power to create a universe, would you create individuals in that universe who feel pain for the sole purpose of being killed by other individuals in that universe? You can
I don't
believe in God, man, but
I can, but
I'm just saying it's illogical.
it is, first of all, sacrificing animals for humans' appetite, if I can say. First of all, it teaches you a lot about thinking of this being before sacrificing it, thinking of what it resembles as a story of Abraham. It resembles the absolute sacrifice to your God. And I believe that I can get more usefulness from the animals.
So if I can
As-
get usefulness from you, killing you, it would be okay. Come on,
You can
man.
try.
Why do you can try? That's not what I'm asking if I can try or not. This isn't a, yeah, bro, come at me. This isn't
sorry,
what I'm
I'm not-
saying. I'm asking you if it's moral or not. Come on, this is what the conversation we're having. Like literally, I'm trying to tell you that something you're doing is actually bad. It's arguably bad. And I would say even a compassionate God who has a little bit, at least a little bit of logic. If I have some form of logic, I'm sure your God has a lot more logic than I do. And you just need a little bit of logic to understand that if you don't need to kill an innocent animal, then probably you shouldn't. It's as easy as that. Because that animal feels pain, because that animal feels love, and because that animal does not want to get killed. Why would you choose to do that? Why would you choose? Their interest is not to get killed. Their interest is not to die. Just like your interest is. I know you want to feel like you're superior or something, but they feel very similarly to us. We have science behind that. This isn't my opinion. And by the way, I don't really like animals that much, so I'm just saying like it's just unfair. It's just a thing.
Okay.
And
Thank you for your
are you
time.
Muslim?
Yes, I am.
And in the Muslim, in the Quran, doesn't also say to hurt even a sparrow is wrong?
Yeah, you shouldn't hurt an animal just because you want to hurt them.
So what's
It should
the
be out of
difference?
necessity.
Yeah. So do you think you need to consume animal products?
I need my food.
But you don't
I
need to
need
eat
my
animal
milk.
products.
I
You see,
need my-
that's where you need your. No,
I
you
need
don't.
milk.
You don't need any of it. You can be healthy on a plant-based diet. We have science behind that. So you claiming you need it is just something saying you want it. It's not you need it.
You know what? Yeah, I believe that is true.
So isn't that going directly against this idea of killing a sparrow, because without any necessity behind it? Come on, you seem like a smart guy, man. Don't fall down this pit of nonsense.
You know what? I'll see what I can do.
Let me just give you a card, okay? I appreciate you having a conversation with me. I hope I haven't stirred you up too
No,
much.
no.
Appreciate having this conversation with me. Can you just watch The Minion? You'll understand kind of what I mean.
Yeah.
You promise me to watch that?
Yeah.
Thank you. And until you watch it, can you not consume any animal products? Do you think you can do that?
No, I'm not that much into food anyway.
Okay, thank you. Cheers, man. I tackled all the arguments, all of them. I like that he didn't get defensive. I like that he had conversations. I hate it when people get defensive if you interrupt them a little bit, or I don't. He didn't, so it was great. He didn't run. He had a conversation. He was open to it. He understood the argument. I don't know if it'll change. I doubt it. But that's the whole crux of what we're doing, huh? We can't force people into changing, but we can tackle every single argument that they have. Eli Gonzalez says, my friend want to debate. Well, you can contact me on Instagram. If you send the friend request on, you can also contact me on Discord, but Discord works in a way that if we're not in a common server, you're not going to be able to send me messages. And if you send me a friend request on Discord, I'm not going to accept it because I have a fuck ton of friend requests and I don't just accept friend requests like that. So you can contact me on Instagram if you want, or if you're also not open to contacting me on Instagram, you can drop a comment in the video. In one of my videos, not even this one, you can just drop a comment on one of my videos now and say, hey, I want to debate. And we'll talk through the comment section there. It's as easy as that. You have a lot of options. But every time everybody has said they want to debate me, every time most people just ran away. Hey Haz, nice to see you here. Chip, do you agree that animals shouldn't be cooked? I agree that animals should not be exploited and slaughtered for optional products. Aborted babies had a life too, yet you support abortion. Explain, please. You can roll back. I already spoke about this before. You know, I don't want to speak about it again. You can roll back and look at this whole thing. And by the way, what you're bringing right now to the argument is called a fallacy from relative privation. It's nothing more than a whataboutism. It's like, okay, well, what about this other thing? And it's your attempt of doing an appeal to, what is it called? An appeal from hypocrisy, because you're trying to say that that's what your guys are doing with this whole forcing women to have babies because you don't respect women, and you're trying to say that, well, you're a hypocrite, therefore I shouldn't listen to your argument. Even if I were a hypocrite, doesn't mean that my argument is bad. So Wolf Chronicles, I'm not, by the way, but even if I were, Wolf Chronicles, as I said, if you want to debate me, contact me on Instagram. Drop a comment in one of my videos. I'll see the comments and we can talk about it there, how to schedule a debate. I'm not going to debate you in the comment section. I'm not going to debate you over here. We can have a proper conversation and we can debate live and nice, okay? I'm not interested in a text debate with somebody. Yeah, meat rules, as you say. Even if I were a hypocrite, it doesn't make my argument any less valuable. Because if you say it would, then that would be an appeal to hypocrisy, which is a logical fallacy. You guys calling me a hypocrite means nothing if you're not telling me how I'm a hypocrite. If I am a hypocrite, I would like to change. So please explain to me how my position is hypocritical, and I will change. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I thought I may.
So meat rules, you know what I'm gonna do, meat rules? I'm gonna silence you right now, all, so that you can contact me so that we can have a debate, okay? I'll see you soon, meat rules. Contact me so that we can debate. Gonna have a conversation? Wolf, I heard you also say you want to debate me. I'm gonna do the same thing to you, okay, Wolf? I'm gonna time you out, Wolf. Contact me, okay? I timed you out so that you no longer spend time here, so that we can debate afterwards. Because otherwise, I know what you guys do. You just spend time here, and I'm not interested in that. So, contact me, okay? Drop a comment in any of my videos. Someone is mad? Not at all. I really actually just want to get to have debates with people. That's all it is. And when I see the opportunity for some to have a debate with somebody, I'm gonna help out, and I'm gonna try to stimulate that opportunity so that it grows. I bet there's some animal product in his clothing there. No, there isn't. But I love that you guys are trying. As I said, like you just, everything you do, you're trying to attack me somehow so that you don't have to listen to what I'm saying. Because that's the only thing. You will realize that the argument is bulletproof, that being vegan makes the most sense. So instead of actually listening to the argument, instead of trying to change yourselves, what you're doing is well, fuck that guy who's saying this. If he's wrong, then the argument is wrong, which is, by the way, an ad hominem fallacy. Eli Gonzalez sent me a friend request on Discord. I don't get it, man. I don't know. Eli Gonzalez, why? I just asked, Eli Gonzalez, I'm not going to accept your friend request, as I said. Drop a comment in one of the videos or contact me on Instagram. Jesus fucking Christ, you guys cannot, like, it goes through one ear and exits the other. I wonder how we could have any form of conversation or any form of discourse if the simple fact of asking you how you can contact me, you cannot do. Swear to God. But I'll make an exception in this situation, Ellie. I'll accept your friendship. And we'll have a conversation or something. It's just insane to me that you can't possibly listen to what I ask of you. Ellie Gonzalez. Okay, in Discord, where can I find you? There you go, Ellie. Thank you for proving that you haven't listened even now when I just gave you instructions the second time around. I swear to God, man. You guys are... Calm down, Chip. You are being unreasonable. Oh yeah, I'm being unreasonable because I don't want to accept some stranger's friend request on on Discord. Oh, how unreasonable of me. Oh, and then they want to debate me, and I explain to them how to debate me, and I'm being unreasonable because they don't listen. They're on my stream trying to debate me, and they don't even listen. That's why I refuse to even have conversations with people in this chat, by the way. That's why I refuse to even debate people. Because a lot of you are like, well, I'm going to type, you speak. No, because you see, this is what happens. When we do this whole thing, you guys don't listen. You just proved my point, Ellie Gonzalez. You didn't listen to a single thing I asked of you. A single thing. Writer chick, Vegantina. Let me take a photo. Yeah, I'll add you, writer chick. I'm okay with adding vegans and having conversation. Ellie Gonzalez, I didn't ask you to be knowledgeable in Discord. I just gave you instructions. I said drop a comment. I'll repeat it, okay? 1/3 time. Ellie Gonzalez, listen. Perk up your ears and listen. Drop a comment on any video that I have on my channel right now and say, I want to debate. I will then follow through that comment. I will answer it and we will schedule a debate. Okay? Last time. Thank you, Pixie. Jesus Christ. It's annoying also for the people listening. I get it. So interesting. You can see now how a tram looks like when they're going into the depot or coming out of it. I've always been fascinated by how it looks like from the position of a tram driver. I don't know what it is. I guess it's because you can kind of see the trail that you're going. You see? You see it here? It's kind of cool. It's a tram from Amsterdam. A tram from Amsterdam. I think it's Amsterdam. Oh yeah, it is. It's Zout. Is it? No. No, I don't know where that is. I agree on that one with the trams. Yeah, it's funny, yeah? It's nice. Trams are pretty cool. Yeah, they are. I agree. I'm also fascinated by urban design, and trams are an important part of urban design. I love it how Not Just Bikes explained it really well. Trams are so easy because it kind of feels like you're teleporting in some way, right? Because especially if they're at the level of the station, you're essentially just walking in, going somewhere else, and then walking up. It's just nice. You don't have to go down, go up, anything. Yeah, I know Ellie Gonzalez is a troll. I know that. I know, Bo. Thank you for that. I know. But I have no problem debating anybody. I guess it is Amsterdam. It's just really older. It's an older video. Do you ever think that maybe your brain is messy? Nah, man. My brain is Cristiano Ronaldo, not Messi. Why am I tral? I say that they're animals permitted to be eaten. How is that tral? Well, that is tral because as we've thoroughly explained it to you, it's not about your position or how you view them, because morality is not about, from the perspective, like an action isn't moral or not solely based on the person who does the action. You have to consider also the perspective of the victim. Simple as that. You can't just say it is moral for me to kill X because I deemed X as they're meant to whatever. You can't just say that. That would not, like, you would have to have some form of justification for even deeming them that. Hey, want to have a conversation with me?
Yeah, what about?
Are you okay being live on YouTube? You want to come here so that you can be?
Where are you from?
Romania, where are you from?
Romania, I'm Hedi, Italian.
Nice to meet you. You want to come here?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
you.
I'm in YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
Hi guys.
What's your name? Hedi?
Hedi, yes.
Oh, you said from Italy. Do you live here in Amsterdam?
I'm Italian and Tunisian.
You're
and I
Italian
live
from-
here, yes.
Oh, love it, love it. So I'm an animal rights activist. As I said, my name is Chip. And I
Yes.
fight for the rights of animals. Do you think
Okay.
animals should have rights?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, at
I
the
mean-
top of your head, what rights do you think an animal should have?
Wait, you are vegan, vegetarian? Like-
Yeah, I am vegan, yeah.
Vegan.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm also an animal rights
So I'm Muslim,
Yeah.
and in our religion, we have some rights that we should give to the animal.
Yeah.
So basically, halal meat is not the same of normal meat. I can tell you.
I know what
some-
halal is. It's extremely
Yeah?
cruel, yeah.
It's cruel.
Very.
Why you think it's cruel?
Because you kill an animal with a
Yeah.
knife to the throat. The knife
Yes.
has to be sharp, and the animal doesn't have to see other animals.
So,
But it is incredibly cruel to kill an
Okay.
animal for a product you don't need, correct?
okay. So
Do you think it's cruel to kill an animal for a product you don't need?
I think animals are created to be ate as well.
Do you think it's cruel to kill an animal for a product you don't need?
We need meat.
No, we don't. Do you think it's cruel to kill an animal for a product you don't need?
No.
No. So if we kill dogs to wear their skin, it's not cruel.
Dogs are not halal. We cannot
Do you
eat
think
dogs.
it's cruel if we kill dogs to wear their skin? Do you
Yeah,
think
but
it's
I'm
cruel?
telling you, we have some rules that
Yeah.
define halal. Halal doesn't mean that it's no pork.
So do you
if
think
I-
it's cruel to kill a dog to wear their skin?
Yes.
Yes.
Because
okay.
we don't
So it's
kill
cruel
dogs.
to wear their dog to kill a dog to wear their skin. Is it cruel to kill a cow to wear their skin?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
To wear their skin, yes.
Yeah.
To eat their meat,
Why
no.
is it cruel to kill a cow to wear their skin?
Because, well,
Why?
they are meant to be. I mean, they're not meant to be that. But
Well, a person who makes leather
But
products
you
would
know
say
the
that they're
rules.
meant for that.
but you are against eating animals or killing animals.
I'm against exploitation and slaughter of innocent sentient beings.
Right. Can I give you a couple of rules about halal meat?
No, I want you to answer my questions.
No, because you said the.
So
the knife
why
needs
is
to
it
be
wrong
sharp,
to kill a cow to wear their skin?
but we are talking about eating animals
Why is it wrong to kill a cow to wear their skin?
because they're not meant to be that. They're meant to make meal.
Who says that?
And I mean, at this point, it's not actually.
Who says what they're meant to?
God,
Who says the God
are
says?
you Christian?
I am nothing.
Orthodox? You're nothing.
I'm an
Okay.
atheist. Yeah.
Okay, but listen, the knife, for example, that you mentioned.
I don't
had
care
to be-
about that.
Had to
but
be
what?
sharp.
I don't care about that. I know that
Why
it has
you
to
don't
be
care
sharp.
about my argument?
Because I know your argument, and it's not the point. I'm trying to get you to
You
understand.
cannot know what is
Because
meant
I'm
by-
trying to understand. Trying to get you to understand the point, and then you can make your point if you
Okay.
want. But you have to understand this perspective. Otherwise, if you're not going to understand this perspective, this whole conversation is just going to be a
Okay.
debate. And trust me, you're not going to win this debate because there is no valid argument. Even if you want to bring in religion to it into the whole point, there is still no valid
Yeah,
argument.
but the
for it.
difference is
So
that
I'm going to ask you yet again: why is it wrong to kill a cow to wear their skin?
because if we kill animals, it's for purposes.
Yeah, so if
That are-
somebody gave the purpose to the cow to be grown so that you kill them for their skin,
Can
then
I
it's
finish?
okay.
Sorry, but everything have a purpose in this life. Okay, if you do it ethically to eat the meat and you kill the animal with a sharp knife because he doesn't
That's
suffer.
not what we're talking about. I asked
Yes.
you why is it wrong to kill a cow to wear their skin?
If you kill them only for wear the skin, you are wasting a cow. That's why it's more.
No, you
worse.
can use the meat then to fertilize the land.
fertilize the land.
Yeah. Why is it wrong to do that?
I mean, because you're killing it only for the skin. That's why.
No, you're using the meat also for other situations. Why is it wrong to kill it only for the skin?
It depends how you kill them.
Why is it wrong to kill them only for the skin?
I answered already to that. Because if you kill them only for the skin, you're not killing them for the right purpose, and probably you're not doing it in the ethical way that it should be.
Like you're killing them the halal way, but you're killing them only for the skin.
It's impossible. Because in our religion, we cannot waste that.
No, you don't waste it. As I said, you use the rest of the
So
the
you don't
flesh.
kill it only for the skin.
The rest of the flesh, you use it as a fertilizer.
So you don't kill it only for the skin.
Well, you kill an animal. Even when you kill an animal to eat them, a large portions of that animal you don't eat. So
Right.
you still, as you, in your argument, you still kill the animal to eat them. Yet large portions of it, you still use them for something else.
In an ethical
So
way.
it doesn't matter. That's a nonsensical argument.
Why?
But it doesn't matter. We'll go down that route. But
Right. That's all right.
yet again, it doesn't matter because do you think it's ethical to kill a cow, use their use their skin to wear their skin, and then their flesh to fertilize the land? Do you think that's
I don't
ethical?
think it's ethical to wear cow skin. But
Why not?
back in the times, there was no nylon, there was no silk. No, silk, yes.
So if we have alternatives, it's unethical.
Huh?
So if we have alternatives, it's unethical.
I mean, if you kill them only for the skin, I'm saying it's not ethical because
As I
you're,
said, no, you kill them
that's
for
the
the
wrong
skin, but you
purpose.
use the whole body.
So you're not killing them only for the skin.
Jesus
Because
Christ, I
if you
already
use-
explained it
Yeah,
to
but
you.
if
Did
you
you
use
understand
the
what I
rest of the
said?
body-
How did I explain it to you the
But
last
doesn't
time?
make sense,
How
the-
did I
the
explain it
question.
to you the last time?
If you're killing them only for the skin, right?
No. I said the purpose you're killing them is for the skin, but you still use the rest of the body. Just like when you eat them, the purpose of you killing them is for to eat them, but you
Yeah.
still use the rest of the body. So I'm going to ask you yet again, is it moral to kill a cow for their skin and the rest of their body you use as a fertilizer?
Yes.
It's moral. Okay, is it moral to do that to a dog?
I mean, we don't eat dogs, but you can.
You
kill
don't
it.
eat even that cow. That's not for food. As I said, all of the body uses fertilizer.
No. I mean, I don't have this vision of dogs in the house. I have 2 dogs, but they're not mine. They're from my housemates. But we should treat all the animals with respect. And
So is it ethical to kill a dog to wear their skin and use the rest of their body as fertilizer?
No.
No.
Because
But it is
the
ethical to
dog-
do that to a cow.
Yes, because the cow you eat it.
So what's the... No, you don't eat it, as I said. Dude, are you tracking what I'm saying?
But I mean,
You're not gonna eat that cow. Can you disconnect a little bit from this? I understand your brain can't function without thinking that there's a cow, I gotta eat them. Yum, yum, yum. I gotta put them through my belly. Can you for a second disconnect from that perspective? And I ask you a question. Is it ethical to kill a cow to wear their skin and the rest of their body, you're not gonna put them in your mouth? We're gonna use them as fertilizer on the land.
okay, for me it's not ethical because you're not putting it in your body.
Okay,
That's all right
so it's
for you?
not ethical.
That's a good
Okay, thank
question.
you. It's
Answer.
it took a lot of discussion. 5 minutes to answer a simple question.
Yeah, but you don't want to hear my argument.
Again, I'll hear your argument. Can you please let's just get to this point because
'Cause I
as you
was
see,
becoming
your
vegan
your
almost.
brain right now is just going through this whole thing where you want to get to where you want to get, and in order to get there, you are trying to justify things from a different position instead of actually listening to arguments and see where the arguments take you and see where that
Okay,
leads
what's
to
the
which
point
position
of
that
this
leads you.
argument? So?
Okay, so why is it wrong to do that to a cow?
Because you're doing it to wear the skin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that wrong?
Because it's not the purpose of a cow. I mean,
Yes, it's the same purpose that you give it to the cow, right? In your worldview, the purpose of a cow is that a human gives it, right? So if I give the
It's
purpose
not.
to a cow,
it's
to
the
wear,
purpose that God gives.
yeah, well,
Why
stay
animals
away
are
from that.
around? Why they are around? And you say your argument is they have emotions,
okay.
but plants
I guess
don't
you
have
can't
emotions.
disconnect yourself from this nonsense. No, plants don't have emotions.
Plants don't have emotions.
No, they don't.
You
But,
should check the last research.
Yeah, I did. I actually, plants having emotions is a nonsensical
Do
thing.
it
Can
again,
you show
do
me
it.
show me evidence that plants have emotions?
I'm not saying. I'm just saying that, like, your argument doesn't make sense
Yeah,
because we
show
have
me,
plants.
Show me that plants have emotions.
So why we think that animals have emotion? Because they live like us and
show
they
me
have
that plants have emotions.
free will. Let me search. I may be saying something wrong. I
Yeah,
admit
just
it
ask.
in
Do
case.
plants have emotions? Simple as that. Plants may not have feelings, but they are indeed alive and have been described as sentient life forms that have tropic and nastic response to stimuli. Plants can sense water, light, and gravity. They can even defend themselves. Do plants have emotions? They don't have emotions.
No, it's wrote may, not
have.
May not
Exactly.
have. It means that science doesn't know.
Do you want me
Science
to show you
is-
the study that it disproves that they cannot have emotions? Do you know where emotions come from?
There is studies about the flat earth, but I don't believe that because
They're
it's
illogical,
science.
but the study actually makes sense. Because do you know where emotions come from?
Okay, so why
Where do
we
emotions
shouldn't-
come from?
The soul?
The brain. Do
Yeah.
plants have a brain?
No,
So?
some of them maybe. I don't know.
No plants have brains. Plants
I,
don't
I'm,
have a
I'm not
brain.
well studied about that.
Yeah,
But
plants don't have
okay.
emotions. But even if you think plants have emotions and you have a problem with killing plants, the animals that you kill eat more plants. So when you kill and eat an animal, you kill and eat more plants in the process.
That's alright. Yeah, I get it.
So it doesn't really matter whether an animal
But
has emotions.
at the
or not.
same time, to have avocados in a country like this one, we are
Don't
destroying
have
the planet.
avocados.
Yeah, exactly.
Did
So
you know that
how
actually
you bring
meat-
them here?
No, I don't. I don't eat avocados. But did you know that actually meat is far worse than if you put a single avocado in a plane and brought it here? For the environment. But I'm not talking about the environment because I started the conversation about animal rights. I understand you
Yeah.
probably heard. You see,
And they
this
have
is what your
rights
this
in
this,
my-
this
in
is
my
what
point
your
of view.
brain does, right? This is what I'm trying to explain to you. I'm not trying to say
I will
anything.
stay out stream just to smoke because I don't want to be on camera. But
Okay.
I'm gonna be here.
Sure. So what your brain does is it tries to reject everything. Like you heard some arguments against it, and you're trying to bring up arguments that have nothing to do with what I was saying. Because what do avocados have to do with animal rights?
I mean, if less people are eating animals,
What do
and
avocados
you
have
have to
do
bring
with animal
avocados
rights?
from the other side of the globe.
What do avocados have to do with animal rights?
I'm answering.
They don't. You have to, even if you have to bring avocados from across the globe, how does that relate to animal rights?
It's not related, but it's related.
So it's
if
not related,
All the world
thank you.
become. If
So
all
we're
the world
not speaking
become.
about that.
Okay,
There you go.
we're
If the
speaking
whole-
about what you want. Okay,
We're speaking about animal rights.
Let me know.
You just said it has
I
nothing
can
to do with
I
animal
can
rights.
tell you the animal rights in my point of view, and you can say if you agree or not, if you want.
Okay, make your. I'll debunk your argument about avocados. Come on. I
No,
have
no, no,
problem. Do it. Tell me.
Why not animal
What,
rights?
how is avocado related to animal rights?
So what I'm saying is, if the meat that we're consuming is labeled halal, there is some rules.
How is
Okay.
avocados related to animal rights? We're not gonna go past this. You wanted to. You
Okay,
complained
you
about the
are
fact that
right.
I'm not
I'm wrong.
listening to you. No. You complained about the fact that I'm
Yeah,
not
I'm
listening
trying
to
to
your
make a
argument.
point, but
so
you
make
wanna
your
hear
argument.
something
Why is
different.
avocado not related to animal rights? How is avocado related to animal rights?
Avocado is related.
To animal rights. Explain.
I'm trying to make another point, but you want to force my.
No,
my
I
point
want you
of
to
view?
make this point that you complained
You're
that I
right,
didn't
I'm
let
wrong.
you make.
I'm saying you're right. I'm
Okay,
wrong.
so you concede that there's nothing to do related to avocados.
No, but can I talk about
If you're
animal
not going to
rights?
concede, we're going to come back to it. What's the relationship between avocados and animal rights?
I'm saying you're right. I'm wrong.
So
What
you
I'm
concede
saying-
that you're wrong. There's no relationship between avocados and animal rights.
But if you don't make me say what are animal rights, I cannot explain the relation. Can I explain the animal rights first?
Oh, are you trying to tell me which rights animals should have?
I'm telling you what they have of the meat I'm eating.
I'm not
I
asking
don't
you what
enter-
they
I
have.
don't
This
enter
is an
in a
is what
supermarket.
fallacy. I'm asking you what rights they should have.
I don't enter in a supermarket and take whatever meat because those animals.
I'm asking you
don't
what
have
animals,
rights.
what rights should have. Can you please, honest to God, like it's very difficult to have a conversation with you when everything that you're trying to think of is what you get out of it and yourself
But
only.
you're-
Detach yourself a little bit from the conversation. Okay, detach yourself a little bit from the conversation and try to have a logical conversation with
I
me.
think
okay?
you need to say that to
So,
yourself.
a
because
logical
I'm-
conversation,
I'm
okay?
trying to do it. You interrupt me every sentence I say.
Okay, so
that
logically
this is not a
speaking,
conversation.
what rights should animals have?
They should have the right to live in peace.
Okay.
Okay, not see other animals slaughtered. Be slaughtered in the most fast way and less painful way. That's why if you see studies about normal meat and halal meat, you're gonna see a big difference.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Halal
everybody-
is that's why halal is banned in a lot of countries because we have studies showing
no,
that they
it's
actually
banned.
suffer more.
It's banned. Nah.
Okay, now go on.
And how the meat is healthier if they suffer more? All
meat
the-
is healthier, whatever. Listen,
meat
that-
is healthier
So we were
because
talking about what rights
The
animals
cows
should
are
have.
not electroshocked.
What rights
They
should
are
animal
killed
have?
like they should be killed.
What rights should animal have? So you
I-
said so far that they should have the right to a peaceful life up until you decide to be violent towards them because you want to.
No.
And when you decide to be violent towards them, they should have the right for them to be violent only how your religion says that you should be violent towards them. Okay, what's up? What are the rights they should have?
I mean, you don't want to listen to my points. So it's
Well, that's the rights of the animal. I'm asking you what rights should animal
you're
have?
taking what I'm saying and you're changing it in your point of view. That's not
No.
how I see it.
What did you not say exactly that? I understand that's not what you see it because you only want to see from your perspective. I'm trying to be as
You say
objective
the
as
word,
possible.
You say the word violent. I'm saying to you
Is
that
killing not violent? Cutting somebody's throat is not violent?
is the best way that an animal
Is it
can
not
die.
violent?
Or not.
Is it violent or is it not violent?
It's the least violent method.
So
that
it is
you can
violent.
use. I mean, they are meant to be food.
So it is
So
violent.
that's how you transform them to
Is it
food.
violent or is it not violent?
It's not violent.
It's not violent.
It's
So
not
cutting
violent.
somebody's throat is not violent.
Have you ever saw a
Is it violent or is it
slaughtered?
not violent?
Do you see them how they
Dude.
slaughter them?
Dude, can you have a conversation yet again? Like you see, you're just jumping from one point to another. First, you complained that saying that it's not violent.
You
I
know
ask you,
what?
let's stop it with this. I asked you which rights animals should have. You said the right to a peaceful life, up until
peaceful
you
death.
decide to kill them. How your religion says it's okay. So I'm going to ask you yet
Not my
again.
religion.
Your
Okay,
religion, yeah.
You don't have a religion, but Christians have a slaughter method too.
Fuck Christians. I don't give a shit about
Jews have
Christians.
a.
I don't give a
I
shit
can-
about
I can
anybody.
Eat kosher. I cannot eat meat from
Sure.
the supermarket.
I don't
but
care
can eat
about that.
kosher.
So how your religion says exactly? You exactly
So
prove my point.
the right to live peacefully,
Okay.
the
Up
right
until
to
the
be
right to be
healthy,
violent as how your religion
the
says it
right to
should be
die
violent.
in the right way.
Not
in the
die,
least-
killed. Killed. Be killed. Not
It's the
die.
same thing.
It's not.
What happens?
Do you
if
think
I kill
dying
you?
or
You
kill-
die. That's what happened.
Okay. Focus. Do you think dying and being killed is the same thing?
No.
Okay, so they're not the same thing. Thank you. Because you just keep saying that they are the same thing, but they're not. Thank you. So let's move on now. Because okay, I'll just tackle your fucking religion so we can tackle this, okay?
No,
So
you
your
didn't tackle
religion says you believe in a compassionate, all-knowing, all-compassionate God, right?
Yes. Alhamdulillah.
Do you think that an all-knowing, all-compassionate God would create animals and give them the capability to have emotions, feel pain, suffer, feel love, not want to die? He would give them all these capabilities also that you can cut their throat and kill them when you can eat plants?
Why we can eat plants and not eat animals? I mean, you're killing a plant when you are taking the apple from the tree. You are killing the apple, or not?
Do you think your God would create animals with the capability to feel pain,
Yes.
have an experience of the world, feel love, feel all the emotions, all the range of emotions, and all that so that you can cut their throat and then all that experience that they have of the world for a product you do not need?
I mean, that's the most ethical way to die for an animal. Also,
Do you think your
for a
God?
man, if I
So wait a minute.
electroshock
I have to ask you yet again because you have to understand. Your God is all powerful, is he not?
Is your God as well? I mean, there is one
Is
God.
your
and that's
God
it.
all powerful or not?
Yes. he
Is your God all compassionate or not?
Yes, he is.
So logically, if I am going to create a world, if I was to be a God and I create a world, would you not say it would not be compassionate of me to create some beings in that world that feel pain, have emotions, want to live, also that another being in that world can fucking kill them? Do you seriously not see that would be insane for me to do?
I think that
That would not be
everything-
compassionate of me to create a being that feels pain only so that somebody else can kill them. That was not a compassionate position.
Everything in this world have a purpose. In my point of view, I'm telling you my point of view.
Why
You
is it
can
that you
disagree
dodge
with
this
that.
question yet again? No, let's stick to this.
I'm
I'm
answering
trying
to
to
your
stick to
question.
one. No, you're not. You're
just
just saying
wrong,
that
the
you have a
question.
no because right now you're just dodging to saying, well, they have a purpose. No, I'm asking you yet again. Logically speaking, do you think an all compassionate, all powerful? So if he's all powerful, he created plants that don't have an experience of the world, plants that don't feel pain, so he can create food that doesn't feel pain, would create animals who feel pain, who have emotions, also that you can kill and eat them? If he is all powerful and all compassionate, how is that all compassionate?
Because you are giving to the animal
Why
the
didn't he
attributes
create the
of
animals
man.
without pain? If he's all powerful, why did he create the animals to have pain?
Did you see animals electroshocked?
Why did he make animals have pain? Why did he make animals have pain?
Huh?
Why did your God create animals with pain?
Because everybody feel pain. I feel pain in my life.
Why did
You do.
your God is all powerful?
plants.
Wait, is your God all powerful? Are you saying
Yes.
your God cannot create animals without pain?
I'm saying that this is not this world.
Can your God create animals without pain?
God can do everything.
Okay, so if your God can create animals without pain, how is it compassionate to create animals with pain so that you can kill them and inflict pain on them? If
I
your
mean,
God could have created animals without pain.
If you kill them in the most ethical way with the least pain amount,
The least pain, it's still some pain. So yet again, why would your God give them even 0.01
Because
seconds of pain
animals are
when
meant-
your God can choose not to
because
do
they
that?
are meant to be food.
So
Because
if your God
that's-
would
that's
say that
what
your God is
it
meant to be, if the animal is meant to be food, then he wouldn't have given them pain, because a logical being, all powerful, and you said that he's capable of creating animals without pain, he wouldn't have given them pain if they were meant to be eaten.
Who tell you that a cow? I
Do
mean,
you understand the
I-
logic? It's logical.
I understand your logic, but it's not. I mean, if animals are meant to be eaten, and you kill them with the least amount of pain, I don't see the problem here. Yes,
Jesus
God
Christ,
is all
man.
merciful.
Jesus Christ.
All-
Oh my
all
God.
knowing,
Oh
everything.
my God, dude. You can't understand simple logic. You can't understand. Like,
I'm
let me
saying
ask you this.
something logical
Okay,
to
so
you,
let me
but
ask
you
you
don't
this.
understand
If you
my
create a
logic.
world, you're going to create a world right now, right?
Yeah.
If you're
I
gonna
don't
cre-
have the power to.
Let's
but
imagine
yeah.
that you would. If you had the power to create a world and you could create two species on that planet, would you create one of them with the capability to feel pain only so that the other species can inflict
So
pain
you
on
are
them?
saying that you have more morals, higher morals than God?
No,
That's what
I'm saying your derivation, I'm saying what you understood from what your God gave it is wrong, because your God did not make animals for you to kill and eat them. It's you deriving that because you want to do it. It's not your God did it, because
Respectfully,
logically,
it's not true.
as you see it, it's not. So I ask you yet again, if you were to create a world where
Okay,
there would
does
be two
animals
species
eat
of animals,
There is animals that eat other animals. Yes or no? Yes
yet
or no?
another argument for
So
saying
if
why would God
animals-
create animals like that? That's
No,
an
no.
argument for a God when a compassionate God cannot possibly exist, because a
Why?
compassionate
We all feel
God.
pain. That's part of the life, man.
Well, why
Die
would you
is
want?
part of the life.
If God is all compassionate, all powerful, why do you like feeling pain?
Okay, when
Do you like feeling pain?
Huh?
Do you like feeling pain?
Nobody does.
Okay, so if you don't like feeling pain, why wouldn't God make it so that you don't feel pain?
Because this life is a test and wouldn't make sense me without pain having a test.
Why not?
What kind of a test is it?
Why? So your God cannot.
Like-
So your God cannot make you learn the lesson without feeling pain. He's all powerful, right? So he could make you learn the same lesson you would from feeling pain without feeling the pain, correct?
But
If he's all powerful,
this is the
after
way.
all.
Like, I mean, how you learn a lesson without pain? How
Listen,
you
man,
learn?
you can't listen to anything that I'm saying. You just go on into the same narrative.
just saying
and I feel
pain
really
is
sorry for you
necessary.
that you're stuck
That's
in this
life.
whole narrative. Because even in your Quran it says, "Thou shalt not harm even a sparrow." Does it not say that you should not harm even a sparrow if there's no necessity?
But that's why
Does your
when you
Quran say
told me
that?
if you kill an animal for the skin, I told you that's wrong because you're killing an animal for what is not his purpose.
Does your Quran say that killing even a sparrow
Yes.
without necessity
Yes.
is
If
wrong?
I go in war with another country and I'm in a Muslim country, I cannot chop trees in the other country.
Does your Quran say
that's how-
if to kill a sparrow without any necessity is wrong?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think there's any necessity for you to kill any other animal on this planet?
Yes, because I need to eat.
No, you don't need to eat them.
I cannot eat only
You
lettuce.
don't need to eat. Yes, you can eat. First of all, that would be strawmanning the argument. I didn't ask you to eat only lettuce. You have other products available, and you can be healthy on a plant-based diet. Do you reject the fact that you can be healthy on a plant-based diet?
No, I'm also saying to you that
So you can be if you can be
be
healthy on a plant-based diet, then if you can be healthy on a plant-based diet, then you
cannot
choosing to kill and eat animals is optional, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, but what I'm telling to you.
So if it is
that-
optional, then how does that not go against your commandment to
Because
not
it's
harm even
optional.
a sparrow? Exactly. So
So I
you're
can
harming
do
a
it
sparrow
or not do it.
You're harming a sparrow for something that is not needed. Not needed.
Listen, if I cut a tree of apples and I throw them away, this is wrong. But if I cut a tree of
No,
apples,
it's not. There's no purpose.
And
There's
I'm
no. There's no
eating
point.
them.
There's no point in this conversation.
Okay, so
because
why-
you cannot track. You
why
cannot
does
track any
animals
single
eat
argument.
other animals?
Because
and
they
we
do it
don't?
out of necessity.
Yes.
Do you need to do it?
Yes.
You just said you can be healthy on a plant-based diet.
But I want to
So
eat
you don't.
meat.
Need, so that means you want to. You don't need to.
I mean, if something was
you go.
allowed to me,
I'm not.
Every time I talk,
I'm not interested anymore. I'm sorry. I'm no longer interested in having this conversation.
He's gonna say that he beat me in this.
I did not beat you because you could not possibly understand a simple thing, and you cannot possibly have a conversation. Because every single time I brought up
So why
any
does
single
animals
logical
eat
argument,
animals?
you see, every time I bring up a logical argument, you lose the point because they do it out of necessity.
Okay.
Do you need to do it?
Does every
No.
animal does it or not? Cows doesn't eat animals.
They do
need
it
to
out.
eat
The
animals?
animals that do it, they do it out of necessity. Do you need to do it?
So what's the purpose of animals?
The animals that
you.
do it out of necessity. Do you need to do it?
I need to do it
Do you need to do it?
to have a complete diet.
Do you
yes.
need to exploit and kill animals in order to be healthy?
to have a complete diet? Yes.
Do you need to exploit and kill animals in order to be healthy?
I'm answering.
No, you're answering a different question. To have a complete diet, do you think you can have a complete diet without eating and without exploiting and killing animals?
I'm just saying.
Can you answer a
yes,
single
yes,
question?
you can.
Okay.
But you
so
can,
if you can be
part
healthy
of
and
my-
have a complete diet, then do you need to exploit and kill animals for food?
Do you know that you can be part of my religion and not eat animals?
Do you think you need
If
to
you don't like
exploit?
them?
Do you think you need to exploit and kill animals for food?
Huh?
Do you think you need to exploit and kill animals for food?
Depends where you are. If you are in the desert,
Do you
and
think
there
you
is only
need? Do you
one
think
camel-
you?
Yes.
Do you think you right now need to exploit and kill animals for food?
Right now, I'm not killing animals.
Do you think you need to support the exploitation and killing of animals for food?
In the ethical way, yes.
Do you think you need to do it?
Yes.
We just went through it. So you acknowledge that you don't need to do it, and when I ask you if you need to do it, you say you need to do it. You see, this contradiction
So
that
if
you
you
have
find-
within
if you
yourself
find yourself-
means that we cannot possibly have a conversation because you cannot possibly, like, there is a contradiction there, and we're not going to go away for it. So you're saying you need to do it, correct?
So if
Are you saying no, no? You're saying you need to do it. No, 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 no. I'm not interested. You're saying you need to do it, right?
I'm saying I can do it.
You
so I
say
do
so.
it.
You don't need to do it.
I mean, if we don't eat animals anymore,
So do you need to
I
do
don't
it or
think
do you
we're
not
gonna
need to
have
do
enough
it?
plants.
The question is, do you need
No?
to do it or do you not need to do it? I'm not interested in what the consequences is if you need to or if you don't
Yes,
need
we
to.
need to.
I'm asking you if you need to or if you don't need to.
yes,
Do you
because
need to?
If everybody become
Do you
a
need to
vegan-
or do you not need to? I'm asking you yourself. Do you need to or do you not need to?
Yes,
So you cannot be healthy on a plant-based diet.
you can be.
So then that's a contradiction.
You can be.
So do you
healthy.
need to or do you
don't
not
have
need to?
All the nutrients that you.
That
you
would
may
mean you're
have
not healthy,
eating
dude.
animals.
You don't understand what health is.
Okay,
What
that's
nutrients
alright.
would you be missing on a plant-based diet?
Huh?
What nutrients would you be missing on a plant-based diet?
Animal proteins. They are different from proteins.
How are they different? Tell me.
They are different.
What's a protein?
Okay.
What's a protein?
Let me search. Is animal proteins different from a plant protein?
Every plant protein is different because they have a different amino acid profile. But that doesn't
You
mean you
answered
need
to
them.
my- you answered to
What
my
exactly
question.
do you need from the protein?
Huh?
What exactly do you need from the protein?
I'm not a scientist. I don't know. Like to rebuild your muscles.
No.
I don't know.
What specifically out of 1 gram of animal protein you need that you cannot get from 1 gram of plant protein?
I'm saying if one is different to another, it's logical that you
No,
cannot.
it's not. That's not logical. Just because two things are different does not mean that you need that one is needed and the other isn't. You understand that, right?
Yeah, I get it.
Like 1 gram of beef is different from 1 gram of chicken. They're different. That does not mean that they do not provide you with what you need. So 1 gram of animal protein is different from 1 gram of plant protein. So I'll ask you yet again, what is it that 1 gram of animal protein provides that 1 gram of plant protein cannot?
I don't know how to answer. It's okay.
So you don't know.
I mean, if I don't know an answer, I prefer to not answer than
So you
say
don't know.
something wrong, right?
Why is it that you can't answer?
because I'm not a scientist. I don't know.
I'm a certified nutritionist, and I can tell you that there is no difference between them. Well, there is differences, but not enough to say that one is
Okay.
healthy and one isn't. You can get everything you need on a plant-based diet.
Can
and
I
if you
just say
assume
something?
otherwise, please explain to me what is missing on a plant-based diet. What nutrients are missing on a plant-based diet?
I'm not telling you that we need to eat
You
animals
said on a
at the
plant-based
moment.
diet, you
200
would be
years
missing
ago,
nutrients.
Probably.
So
You
right
could
now
have-
you don't need to.
Yeah, but
So you don't need to eat animal products right now. You right now don't need to eat animal products.
no, but I'm allowed to, so I'm
So
choose
if
to.
you well, that's the thing, isn't it? Because you choose to. You're not allowed to, even according to your religion, because
I'm
your
allowed to
religion,
eat animals.
your religion says to hurt a sparrow when there is no need
Are
for
you
it is
Muslim, by the
wrong.
way?
No,
I'm
I
just
am not.
asking. No, because your beard style is
Sure.
kind of
No, I am not.
what it
But
should be.
as I said, to hurt an animal, even when there is no need for it, it is wrong.
But what I'm telling you is that I eat only meat that is allowed to me.
It's
listen,
not.
listen,
It's
listen,
not allowed.
Listen.
But it is not.
But listen to me, and I tell you after.
But you
I
already
can
made a fallacious argument.
I can be a Muslim vegan. That's nothing against my religion.
Yeah.
If I don't eat them because
In fact,
I
if
don't
you're
like
not
the
vegan,
taste,
you're
or I
not.
don't-
In fact, if you're not vegan, you would be against your own religion. You would be against that clause.
because this
you
is
would be
permissible
against.
for me.
No, it's not, because
It
to
is.
harm even a sparrow for something you don't need is wrong, and you don't need to consume animal products as we've established. So to harm any single animal for something you don't need is wrong. It's so simple. You killing them is you harming
I
them.
mean, I need to eat.
You don't need to eat animal products, as I said. You need to eat food. You need to eat nutrition. Nutrition you can get from plants.
That's alright, man. That's alright. You can stay in your idea. I can stay in my
It's
idea.
not. You see,
What
every
I-
time
what I-
you find yourself in a contradiction, every time you find yourself into a contradiction, you change it.
No,
You
what
change
I-
the perspective.
what I'm
A
telling you-
all compassionate God creating animals with the capability to feel pain, also that you can inflict that pain on you, that's not compassionate at all. No sane, compassionate person or individual would ever do that. When it comes to this other argument of a sparrow do not harm even a sparrow, the minute
So,
you see the contradiction,
in all
you
the
stop there.
world-
We have one contradiction, we have two contradictions. Every single time we reach a contradiction, you change the subject and
because
move to
I'm not
something
a
else.
scholar. If I was a scholar,
Doesn't
I
matter.
probably
You
would
understand what a contradiction is,
answer
don't you?
everything.
You understand what a contradiction is,
I
right?
do.
Yeah, so when you reach a contradiction, you have to change something, otherwise you remain in the contradiction. It's not, it isn't.
So let's say you're Romanian, right?
Sure.
Anyway, Romania 200 years ago, okay? There were not the plants that we have now. There were not all the nutrients you can get from a diet plant-based. You can have now. You couldn't have it before, okay? How do you implement those nutrients? 200 years ago.
Why do I care about what happened 200 years ago? I live right now.
Because you're trying to disprove what my religion says, so I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
If there is a God,
Yeah, so
there was
religion.
also
Oh, wait,
200
oh, wait.
years ago.
Oh, wait, you're right. So your religion has a context to it, right? Because in your religion, it also says, like, your prophet also married underage children, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah, 14-year-olds.
Okay, do you know how old was Mary when she got married with Joseph? According to Christian scholars, she was 14. And
Yeah.
how old was Joseph? 90. Search it up when you go home. I don't need you
So
to...
does that make it okay?
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying that what you're doing now is presentism. You're taking something from the past and you're bringing it now, that in the present.
No, I was trying to prove a point that
1400
no,
years ago,
I'm not even
people
saying,
were dying at 20 years old.
Yeah, I'm
You
not
know
even.
that?
But let me explain, because I'm not even debunking whether that is right or wrong what they're doing. What I was saying is that if you take it out of that context, in that society, that was acceptable. Let's put it that way. Today, it's no longer acceptable. So when you look at that passage, you don't say, what the fuck is up with this guy? You say, those were weird times. But when it comes to animal products, which you've acknowledged that in the past we needed to, right now we don't, you yet again don't look from context of saying they needed to, we don't. You still say the same thing. You say, because I want to.
I get what you mean. I get
So
what you mean.
it would be the same as you marrying a 14-year-old now and saying, well, I want to, and my religion says I can, because they did it. It's the same thing, you understand? It's you just taking things out of context and choosing your own narrative to suit whatever you want to do. we reach yet another contradiction. So yet again, you see, we reach all these points because what I'm saying has nothing to do with who I am or anything. It has everything to do with the argument that I'm making, which is killing an animal for something you don't need is wrong
that's his
regardless.
purpose. What-
Doesn't
okay,
matter.
wh-
The
why we have
purpose is
animals
given
for?
by you.
What we have animals for?
We don't have animals. Animals exist alongside us. They're not here for us. They're here with us.
Right, but I mean is, what's the purpose of an animal?
The same purpose as a human, to exist on their own and do their own thing.
I don't believe this.
Well, you can believe whatever you want, but the thing is, you're in a position of power and you're saying to an individual that doesn't have power that your purpose is what I tell you that your purpose is, which is fucked up, because that's how we justified all sorts of horrific things that we did in the past. By somebody with power saying somebody without power, your purpose is to do what I say you should do. It doesn't matter whether that individual is human or non-human, because they feel the same, they suffer the same, they all have blood in their veins, they all have emotions, and they all feel love, a brain, and an experience of the world. And you saying, well, I have power over them, your purpose is for me to kill you and eat you. I don't really care if you feel pain, even if you feel a little bit. I'll try to do it in the nicest way possible, but I think your purpose is for me to kill you and eat you, therefore it's okay. It's just fucked up. Again, it's just an exercise of power. It's oppression.
I mean, I feel like it's their purpose.
Yeah.
Like that's
Just
a
like if
different point
somebody,
of view,
just like if a rich person who had power over all Muslim people, hypothetically speaking, would say that the purpose of Muslim people is to be slaves, then you should have.
they did it in the past.
And you should accept it. You should find that moral, because somebody with power gave the purpose of somebody without power, and they said
Yeah,
that
but
your purpose is
give-
what I say.
Yeah, that's the difference between me and you. Like, the point is that I believe in a God that gave purpose to everything, and the purpose of animals, unfortunately for them, is that we need to eat them.
No, that's the purpose
Not
you
all of
derive
them.
from. No, that's
We-
the
we
purpose
don't
you
eat
derive
all of-
from it.
we
And that's
don't
the
eat-
thing about it.
we don't
Because if you just think about it logically,
finish.
you think about
It's
it.
okay.
I know
I'll let
what
you
you were
finish
gonna
and I
say.
will leave.
We don't need
It's
to
okay.
eat some animals. We don't need to eat some whatever. Whatever.
We don't eat predators, for example.
No, you
because
shouldn't eat any animals, because you don't need to eat any animals. You don't need any animals to eat them. We've already established that. We've established that you don't need to eat any animals. We've established it fairly clearly.
in the last 20 years.
No, in the last 20 years, right now, in the society you live right now, you don't need it. Right now, you don't need to kill animals.
Anyway, I want to say just one thing, and I will leave because I have something to do. But I do respect vegans and vegetarians because they fight for I don't know how to say, like something ethical, okay? And I do like you guys. I just don't agree with you, but I do like you guys.
I don't care.
I just want to tell you this.
And I'll be honest, this isn't a dish on you. I genuinely don't care if you like me or not.
That's okay.
I just care that you respect animals, because I fight for the animals. I don't
I
fight
do
for you
respect
to
the
like
animals.
me.
They
Well,
die
no,
in the
you
best
don't.
way they could die.
You really don't respect them.
Yes.
You don't, because you
If I
choose.
find a cow
you choose
there,
to
I
cut
cannot
their.
eat that.
You choose to
Because
cut
I
their
don't-
throat for something you don't need. You choose to cut their throat because you want to. That's not
After-
respect,
after
brother.
feeding them
That's
for 20
oppression.
years,
That's
yes.
oppression. So no, and they're not
Yes.
being fed for 20 years. You even don't know that. Let's go through
Okay,
there.
20
you
years it
drink
was
milk,
random,
right?
but maybe
you
7.
drink milk, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
Why does a
It's
cow
not
produce milk?
something I drinks all
Why does a cow produce milk?
Huh?
Why does a cow produce milk?
For other cows.
For their
us-
babies, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a mammal. They produce milk to feed their babies. Do you think cows get pregnant when they want to, or do you think farmers impregnate them?
Depends which farm you go to. If you go in a halal farm, they don't impregnate them.
100% of the time
Because
they
that's wrong.
impregnate them. So you don't even know that. After they
Okay,
impregnate
search it
them,
online.
after they impregnate them,
Search it online.
my phone is there, dude. So
Okay.
after they so you want to search if cows are impregnated or not in the farming? Please search away.
I'm saying that I don't eat from the farmings you mean. I eat only from a specific farming.
Yeah, 'cause
that
you have
treat
halal
animals
cheese.
Ethically,
You have halal cheese.
ethically.
You have halal
Yes.
cheese? No, you don't. I know
Yes.
meat is only halal. Cheese is not halal or not.
Cheese is
no.
halal anyway. The
Yeah,
animal
there you
is-
go. You see?
Because the
You see?
animal is alive.
What do you think happens to the babies after they get separated from their mother if they're born male?
You're still talking about Western factors.
No,
it's
no.
okay, man.
Well,
It's okay.
you live in the West, don't you?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, yeah. So
Grow up
what do
here.
you think? What do you think happens to the males that don't produce milk?
they're gonna be eaten,
They're gonna be killed.
like the women's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So when do you
after
think they kill the
years that
women?
they get
No, no,
fed.
no, oh, no. The males get eaten.
Who fed?
The males
who's
here
gonna
in
feed
the
them?
Netherlands. The funny thing is, you live here in the Netherlands, right? Here in
Yeah.
the Netherlands, there actually has been like 80% of dairy farms we're not even killing them. We're not even giving them the benefit of for them not suffering. They were letting them starve. That's the fucked up thing about it. But let's imagine that they're not being assholes towards them and they're actually killing them, which I would say still is an asshole-ish thing, but a less asshole-ish thing. They still kill them as babies. So they kill the males. Or worst case scenario, they grow them up to a year or two and then they kill them. Cows can live 24 years.
And that's not ethical for us. It's not halal.
But you're paying for it. That's the thing. That's the fucked up thing about it, because you've been sold a story that doesn't even exist. And that this whole halal haram thing of food is something that you yet again are applying the same logic. You're taking it out of context because you know nothing about the dairy industry and you know nothing about what you're supporting. You're just thinking that you're supporting something. There you go. Learn about the dairy industry.
Halal cheese. Does
Yeah.
it exist? Halal Parmigiano Reggiano. Does
Yeah.
it exist?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think happens there? Read about it. What it does. What happens there?
I will.
Yeah. They probably just kill the babies
You
in
know,
a halal
I
way.
was very close, like about 2 years ago, to
Respecting animals.
No, to become, yeah, as you want to say it, but to become a vegan.
That means to respect animals. Being vegan is not a diet.
Okay. I wanted to do it for myself because I thought,
So you were not a vegan.
okay, but I wanted to do it for my body, for my health, because I said, okay, maybe they are right. Maybe it's not very true that the meat consumption is healthy for the body. Okay.
Red meat is not, no.
I did my researches
It's carcinogenic.
and I was like, okay, right and wrong. And there I got close to my religion. Because I born Muslim, I grew up Muslim, but I didn't practice until like 1 year ago. I was already here though.
Yet again,
Living alone?
when you're practicing this religion, it just sounds to me like you're practicing traditions, not religion itself. You
But
don't really
because
you
you don't
don't
know
really
the
care
religion.
about what is right or wrong. That's the whole thing about it, isn't it?
not true,
Because at the end of the day, you see, when it comes to this particular thing,
And why we
when it
should-
comes to this particular thing, if your God actually exists and I end up there and your God actually tells me to judge our actions, at the end of the day, I didn't just listen to a book and what was written in that book. I used my logic and critical thinking that your God, you claim, gave it to me. So I used what your God gave me to form a conclusion whether something is actually compassionate or not. I didn't just follow what somebody said. You're just following what somebody said. And it doesn't make any logical sense, as we've established through this whole conversation.
For me, it doesn't make logical sense to not eat animals because what they are here for.
And I never
That's it.
claimed to eat. I always just, every single time I brought it to the exploitation and
Oh,
killing
so
of
your
innocent
problem
animals.
is not eating animals, but is
The
is killing
exploitation and killing of animals. If your
So
your
what's the problem?
grandmother
We kill
dies
them
and you want to
in the
eat
best
them,
ethical way.
no, you don't. If you kill,
Yes, we do.
as I said, the problem is
Okay,
killing
you're
them.
right.
It's
You
not
don't
how
wanna
you
listen
kill
to
them.
me.
I'm not going to shake your
Okay.
hand. Sorry.
Mulțumesc. Ciao, ciao. I
Yeah.
wanted to be friendly. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's kind of hard to be friendly towards somebody who wants to be oppressive because they can.
I'm gonna eat a cheeseburger later.
Yeah, sure. I understand. You're going to oppress animals, but at least don't call yourself as a good person religiously, because you're not following your own religion. You know
Yes,
that, right?
you are Orthodox, but you don't believe that they.
I am not Orthodox, no.
Yeah. You
I'm
say
nothing.
that. Okay.
I'm atheist.
I'm sorry for you.
Jesus fucking Christ, some people are stupid. I don't think I have the patience for people who don't listen at all. This was a horrible conversation, and I'm done. I gotta go. 4 o'clock was my stopping time. Aicha was 9-year-olds. Jesus. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I'm sorry you had to witness one of the shittiest conversations we had today. You said you're atheist and you said Jesus Christ. If I say Jesus fucking Christ, do you think I mean that there's an individual Jesus who is fucking another individual Christ? It's not. It's just an expression to say when somebody's being flat-headed. Nick says it wasn't as bad as it seems. Nick, I don't know what to tell you, man. This whole idea of asking a question and then them responding with a total different answer me repeating the question and then saying a totally different answer, me repeating the question yet again, and then complaining that they can't talk because they want to say something else. It's just impossible to have conversations with people like that. It's impossible. So people who want to debate me, be aware that if you want to debate me, if I ask you a question, you're going to have to answer questions. That's as simple as that. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Yeah, I appreciate everybody who was here. We have a contest on our channel that we do. We have a contest where the first person who comments on the stream gets a shout out. So I want to give a shout out to Draculum was the first, Tone was the second, and Martin was the third. The first three get a shout out. Thank you so much for doing that. I hope if you're not vegan, I hope you learned something from this. The last conversation was not great, but that's okay. Sometimes conversations will be like that. Subscribe if you've enjoyed the conversation. Ask another person. No, I have to go. I cannot. I have a stream in 2 hours, and I need a mental break from all of this. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. As I said, it's kind of sad with these religious fundamentalists. There's nowhere to go with religious fundamentalism. It's just the same place for some people, and it's kind of sad to see, really, because again, logically speaking, I'm sorry, but logically speaking, a compassionate individual would not create a sentient being so that you can kill and eat them. You don't even have to be all compassionate or all powerful. You just have to be a little bit compassionate, a little bit logical. Phil Haig, you're welcome to debate me. But yeah, I know a lot of you want to see me as this bad person, but I hope you subscribe. And if not, well, I'll see you in the next one. Tomorrow we're gonna do so tonight in about 2 hours we're gonna have a stream with Crystal Heath. Hey, Miss Katie, lovely to see you here. We're gonna have a stream with Crystal Heath. God is cruel. Yeah, well, either God is cruel or God doesn't exist, or humans have misinterpreted the word of God. It's as simple as that. It's not, I would err, if you really want to believe in a God, then clearly you've misrepresented their word. It's as simple as that. You're a great person, don't let the zombies get you. It's just that these people who don't listen, you know, these people who have the stupidest things to say, they really trigger the shit out of me. I really need to work on that. I really need to work on not getting triggered by people who don't listen, by stupidity. But it's so difficult. Sorry, everybody. It's just so difficult, you know, because you can't make any argument. You can't get anywhere when the person in front of you does not listen even a little bit. The thing is, Chip is the vegan with the knowledge, yet these debaters refer to here substantiated fact. Does that make any sense? Of course it doesn't. Yeah, Karen, I mean, even if I was, it doesn't really matter, you know? Like, I don't want to appeal from authority in any way, you know? I don't want to say, yeah, listen to me because I'm right or something, you know? I just like, if I would be right, can we at least have an argument where somebody says, if I would be right? Ryan says, buy a new hat. No, Ryan, I will not. It's hard to break out of human supremacist. It is, yeah. Why did people stare at you? I'm with a phone, with a stick, with a microphone. You're gonna look at people who do that, and it's not something you see often. I don't know where you live, but that's not something you see often here. Of course people look. I'm sorry you have to deal with this shit, Chip. Remember, you are my hero and I love you. Thank you, Karen. It's just frustrating, you know, You really are. I really was trying to have a conversation with this guy, and I just, I ended up all of the time. I realized that you gotta repeat the questions when they're not answering, and I try to repeat them to get somewhere, I try to repeat them to get them to understand the perspective first, and then they can make their arguments as much as they want, right? But we gotta go through it so that you learn the perspective. The thing is, if otherwise you just bring up so many arguments that mean nothing, because trust me, I've heard them all. I've heard the arguments a lot of times from all perspective. So you just bring an argument that means nothing, and the whole reason why I ask these questions is so that we can have a structure, is so that we can go towards the whole point carefully, And when I can't do that, it kind of frustrates me it's not that, because I don't mind being derailed every once in a while and then we go from there, that's okay. But when no single argument can be made, when no single question can be asked, when every single time I ask a question, this individual just derails it to something else. Like the avocado thing, right? How is avocado related to animal rights? I asked him a couple of times. He started saying, I interrupted him at some point. Then he complained about me interrupting him. And I said, okay, tell me, how is animal rights? And then he behaved like a baby and refused to say anything. Sabi Coops, grab some food on your way home. Thank you so much. Oh, I didn't even check that people donated. Thank you so much. I didn't expect that. Let me check who donated to at least say thank you. Nick, thank you so much. Sabi Coops, thank you so much. And Martin, thank you so much. Martin, I appreciate all the support. I'll agree. It frustrates me that when you can't have conversations like that, we just get nowhere. And I have to learn. I don't know how to deal with these conversations. Like online, I would just be like, okay, well, fuck off. I don't want to talk to you. If we literally can't have a conversation, then we cannot talk. Like, what's the point, right? But when it's front to front, like I have no clue how to do it. Like, I turned my back on him and he was still here. What the fuck? Oh my God, Nick, thank you so much. Don't forget dessert. Hating God will not save animals. Revelation 21:4. I would not hate God if you guys would not use God to justify oppression. I would have absolutely no fucking issue with your God. Hell, maybe I would even consider believing in some nonsense. I don't give a shit. But the only reason why I hate fucking religion and your shitty ass excuses for it is because you use it to justify oppression. Is because you use it to subjugate others. That's why I hate religion. I don't have a problem with you believing in a higher being. I just have a problem with you using it to subjugate others. That's all it is. Chip's a sad little boy. I am. This whole conversation kind of saddened me, I'll admit it. But that's okay, I'll go home, I'll brush it off, and then I'll have a conversation about how we can do better in our outreach with Crystal Heath. She's a veterinarian in US. We'll speak about how veterinarians are taught from a young age to use animals. Yeah. We can live healthily on a plant-based food. We don't need to kill animals or exploit them. Exactly. Exactly. Can we see your hair? No. What do you think? Yeah. How are plants different from animals? Animals are sentient, plants aren't. Chip, are you 14 and you're feeling rebellious? Did you just discover this? Chill out. This language you use to talk about religion is toxic. Fuck religion. And reminds me of a miserable teenager. Fuck religion. Put it up your ass and keep it there, please. Fuck religion. Thank you. You wouldn't alienate people from your good message if you didn't act arrogant and let people finish when they speak. Your arguments are so dumb as well. But wow, thank you for that. I appreciate it, because I saw the other argument that you made, and it was the fact that you think my arguments are stupid and your arguments are good. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, really. I really do appreciate that. May Santa Claus love you. No, thank you. I kind of agree with you on the religion part. Thank you. Yeah, we can all agree. The funny thing about it is that I'm consistent with all of my views. That's the only funny thing. So if you're a feminist, you should probably be vegan. If you believe in human rights, you should probably also believe in animal rights, because there is no morally significant difference between human beings and animals that justifies the difference in treatment. I'm just saying. And if you want to be religious, I don't care, be religious. Just yet again, don't use your religion to justify oppression, okay? Don't use your religion to justify oppression. Your religion is vegan? No, El Lobo. I am vegan because of logical and critical thinking reasons. I am vegan because it is wrong to oppress an innocent animal for an optional product. That's why I'm vegan, because that's what being vegan is. It means rejecting the idea of oppression for optional products. Benji says he is bald. Yes, Benji, I don't have a full set of hair. Sadly, my genetics did not give me a full set of hair. Also, sadly, as you see, my beard also doesn't grow on the right. It is what it is. But that's okay. Probably because I don't have a full set of hair, you probably cannot listen to the arguments that I'm making. And that's okay. Philosophy and science equals religion? Okay, brother, if you say so. Philosophy and science equal religion. All over the place. Let's see what other arguments there are. I mean, I'll stay for 5 more minutes and then leave. Martin Kevin rocks. I agree, Martin is awesome. A great supporter. You're vegan because you're a hip liberal. We eat meat because we are normal. I'm not even a liberal, brother. But you know what? Your implication is so stupid. Like, let me explain to you why your argument is stupid. Because your argument would imply that all hip liberals are vegan, right? Because if I'm vegan because I'm a hip liberal, then all people who are hip liberals should be vegan, right? But it sadly isn't the case. I wish it were the case, but it isn't. Being vegan is not a political statement. Being vegan is not about me being on the left side or on the right side of the politics. Being vegan just means I respect animals' rights. That's all it is. I also happen to be an animal rights activist, so I also fight for animal rights. But all I do is respect their rights. What's your opinion on Islam? When they slaughter animals, they do it in a non-painful way and they treat them very well. Kurdish, no, they don't. Islam is the same shit as other Christianity, the same shit as everything else. And no, halal slaughter is painful and it's bad. We actually have evidence for this. It's not my opinion on it. We have evidence. It is worse. Better to stop human-caused exploitation before we start telling other animals, nations what to do. Be vegan is a delusional person that think they are Dr. Doolittle. Ramirez, you've been here before. I think you're going to say goodbye, Ramirez. Not because you say something that has any logical reason or something. It's just that I'm trying from time to time to all of these people who are not vegan and they're coming to this channel. I'm trying to, just go away. If you keep coming and you're not learning anything, just go away. Let other people come. Let other people have a conversation. Let other people understand the perspective. Religion was and is used to commit and justify the worst atrocities. Completely agree with you on that one. Crash out, vegan. We love our meat. Yeah, that's okay, Daniel. Garbage management. If you want to cut off your leg and eat it, I have no problem, because that would be your meat. But when you cut off the leg of somebody else and eat it, that's no longer your meat. And if you want to eat somebody else's meat, then that would be an issue if that individual cannot consent. What about vitamin B12, for example? Well, vitamin B12 does not, animals don't produce vitamin B12, just like we don't produce vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is an essential nutrient. Vitamin B12 is created by a bacteria that normally sits on the ground. The problem is we've fucked up the ground and animals do not get enough B12 anyway. In fact, I'll tell you this. I had a B12 deficiency when I wasn't even vegan. I had a B12 deficiency while eating animal products. So B12, if you think you're getting enough B12 from animal products, you might not. It is primarily found in animal products. You are right about that, pluribus unum. But it is found in animal products, but animals don't produce it. That's the thing about it. B12 is actually, like, you can look it up in the Dutch Dairy Association specifically. And in the Dutch Dairy Association, animals are fed B12 pills so that you can get B12 from their flesh. So, but it doesn't even matter. Let's even imagine, hypothetically speaking, that animals would produce B12. Let's just imagine that hypothetically, animals would produce B12. I don't care. That wouldn't make it okay for you to exploit and kill them, because you can get B12 as a supplement. You can get B12 from fortified foods. It's as simple as that. You don't have to exploit and kill animals for it. Yeah, plants are not sentient. What about eating insects? Well, how about you just don't exploit and kill any individual? I would say individuals might be sentient, so don't do that. So the supplement the same? The supplement is not made from animal products. It's made in a lab. It's cyanocobalamin. It's not made in a lab. It's not made from an animal product. Explain that fallacy. Which fallacy? Plants are sentient. No, they're not. You can look up my latest post, my latest community post. Maybe not my latest, the one before that. There is an argument saying plants are not sentient, and there is a PMID there. You can just search the PMID, and there's a thoroughly debunked article on PubMed explaining why plants are not sentient. No, I mean, does it have the same biological value? Well, Ferdinand, when I was eating animal products and I had a deficiency, I could get B12 from the vitamin. So actually, the vitamin has a better absorption a lot of the times. Plants scream when you harvest them. Brother, Jesus Christ. Some people, like these people who say plants scream, like look at this. Daniel Garbage Management, plants scream when you harvest them. Oh, Daniel Garbage Management, man, I swear to God. Like you don't even read, you just read the headlines, don't you? You essentially saw a headline somewhere in the newspaper. I don't even know which newspaper, but I'm pretty sure it's a pretty silly one. You saw that headline and you thought, hey, plants scream. Let me explain to you, they don't. If you read the study that a lot of articles made silly headlines from, you will see that the study says it's a process called cavitation, which essentially just releases air. It's the same as a balloon releasing air. When you let go, when you release air from a balloon, they make noise. It doesn't mean a balloon screams. You realize that, right? Number one. And number two, let's imagine, just hypothetically speaking, I don't even care to debate this that much. Hypothetically speaking, plants are sentient. Hypothetically, okay? If plants were sentient, believe it or not, it would still be preferable to be a plant-based diet, because the animals that you eat consume more plants. So when you choose to eat an animal product, you choose to exploit and kill an innocent animal, as well as kill more plants in the process. So if you're saying that plants are sentient, that means you would want to kill as few as possible for them, right? It's only simple logic. Bro, I'm a rancher. I grow crops and I can watch the plants communicate. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. That made me laugh. Pluribus. That made me laugh. That's thank you. That you win. You win, man. You just win. Pluribus unum, you have won the whole thing by saying that you see the plants communicating with each other. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm sure you do see the animals communicate with each other. Wait.
Hey, Jim. Yeah, Marcus. Hey, Jim. Have you seen that guy? Yeah, Jim.
that guy was saying that it's okay to kill an innocent animal. That's ridiculous, Marcos. Yeah, Jim, it is ridiculous. We just saw plants communicate with each other, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for this nonsense. Wow, they really talk. Exactly. Jesus Christ, that's so nonsense. Would you care if destroyed the plant because it isn't sentient? Yeah, my God. A pluribus unum ridiculous argument award goes to you today, Savvy Coops. Indeed, that does. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys in an hour and a half. We'll have a nice conversation. Have an awesome day, everyone. Stay vegan and don't oppress any more animals. And if you don't trust me what I'm talking about, just look at the 3-minute video in the description of the stream, okay?